What is up? What is up? What is up? Good evening. Saturday Night Live, here with Mr. Max Voltage. What's going on, buddy? How you
been? Nothing much. Nothing much at all. Been a busy week, as always.
As always, yeah. That's we get a little sweet jazz background music going on. Something, maybe. Here we go. I guess that works. I don't know. We'll find something. This ain't monetized anyway, so. Anyway, let's see who's here. Yeah. We got Nick the Phantom is first. Scott Sheffield, Ready Player 2. Nice. I like that. Steven Cicero. What's going on, man? Nismo Miner, Frogman, Turtle Tech. Yo. Crypto MB, Northern Crypto and Tech. I already said Frogman. Joker Miner. What's going on, buddy? Broskis, Nick the Phantom. I already said him. Holy cow. A lot of people in here. We got 26 people in here. 12 likes. Smash the like. DJ Mine's in the house. And Automatic Beats. What's up, buddy? How you doing, Max?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I wish I had gotten more content out this week, but
yeah,
ran into a few problems. I will have a Octaspace video coming out.
Ooh.
I dove into that a little bit, and I keep diving into it a little bit over here, a little bit over there, spreadsheets. I just need to stop adding to the content and just make it.
Just make the damn content. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then add to it. That's perfect example, man. Next video will be like a part 2 or a, continuation of, and
right.
all the things that you missed in the first one.
Right.
So you're talking Octaspace, like the AI rental platforms, right? or GPU rental or whatever they're using it for. I've only mined it directly with like on ETH with X16Q, so I haven't done anything else with it yet.
I will say it's really slick. I'm what I started playing with today, actually yesterday, was actually putting an idle job on it because it has a tool built in. I'm not using Hive OS at all. I'm just doing it direct Ubuntu install. Super easy.
Okay.
But then I did the idle job and put overclocks on it. But I couldn't tell whether or not they actually undid the overclocks when you got rented. So that's the part I wasn't really sure about. So
Joker Miner, what's up, buddy?
Still trying to figure that out. Joker, how's it going?
Busy summer.
Busy summer. It's a good way to put it. Good way to put it, man. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Hawk is feeling sick. He's out of commission, and Crootman, I don't know where the heck he's at. Chump Change, I think, is out chasing down Bigfoot or Sasquatch somewhere. So we might see him eventually sometime, like when, Bigfoot starts hibernating again. So in the meantime, you got SD gens. Sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, not sorry.
And actually, you're not too far off. I think he is out camping right now.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I talked to him earlier. Heck yeah. So the Octaspace thing. So you said you're doing you can put an idle job on it. So you can run your own jobs on your own machines, like using their platform. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, you can, but I'm just saying when you're not getting rented,
yeah,
then you can run your own jobs. Yes, correct.
So when you're running your own job, can that be a mining job to put them into use, or it can be an AI inferencing if you're like, hey,
it could be any Docker container,
stable diffusion or something.
Yeah,
you can. Okay.
Exactly. You could run any Docker container, really, because that's all you're doing is you're basically referencing a Docker container in Docker Hub.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried doing that, but yeah, and I don't know how that would work because you really don't have access to it. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that. I mean, obviously you can load up the Docker container, and then obviously you have. I don't know if you have access to the Docker container itself, other than just making something run. Like a mining job, you're just gonna say run, and it's just gonna go. Yeah, I don't know. I think the main intention of it is to have a background mining job.
Okay. Interesting.
So, but that's what I started playing with today. But otherwise, it's basically rentals and render. Today's been a little slow. But making between $5 and $6 a day on 5090. So not great, but not horrible either. But I also look at it as, when you first start out on any platform, you have to build up your reputation on that platform. So right now,
I guess that makes sense.
My uptime is only shown at like 20% because I've been doing it for less than a week, or almost a week. So obviously when I start getting to 30 days and it shows 100% uptime, then I'll become more sought after, and hopefully I actually be able to raise my prices at that point as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool, man. Joker Miner, what's going on with you, buddy?
Salad just finally picked back up again. It was off for like a couple days. They were having some issues with one of their big people that were written out GPUs, but now it's back to normal. So I have a 4090, a 4070, a 3090, and right now between those three, it's making like 40 cents an hour.
Nice.
So
I've got three 3060s, and they're each making, last time I checked, right around 6 cents an hour. So about 18 cents an hour on the 3060s all put together.
Yeah, I'm actually, so I got some videos coming out. The wife and kids leave tomorrow early in the morning, so I'm going to crank out probably 4 videos tomorrow. I'll spread them out throughout the week.
Oh, sweet.
Brandon sent me a new X99 board that he's getting. It's got more cores on it. So I got to put that together. So I'm going to do a video putting that together. And then I got to move my my weather station outside. I'm going to move that up higher. So I'm going to do a before and after and see if I get more hexes based off where I have it located.
Oh,
It's
the GeoNode thing?
Yeah,
Or GeoNet. GeoNet.
not the GeoNet, the weather. Wingbit. There you
Wingbit.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wingbit, yeah. My GeoNet's fine. Both of those have been running great. I actually, at my parents' house, we moved it up higher on their garage roof, and now I'm up to like 98%. Before it was like 70% because it was so low. It was getting blocked by houses and stuff. So I bought a piece of equipment and my dad put it up, and now I'm better. But there's like 4 others in my hex, so I get like 3 from that one, and then mine at my house I get like 12 geo today.
Okay, so it kind of like helium was, where if you've got a lot of stations in the same geo area, then you're gonna have to like share rewards basically.
You want to be the first one, and you want to get the NFT, and that takes 30 days of your station being up at 98% or better.
Interesting.
Where I live at is out in the boonies of Iowa, so I'm the only one in my hex. But then where my mom and dad live, down in Davenport, it's very busy down there. So.
And that's not mainnet yet, right? That's still in like testnet or
GeoNet
DevNet,
is, Wingbits is not. GeoNet has been in.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm getting them mixed up.
Oh, you're good.
Look at that. We got a freaking party here. Where are you at, buddy? There you are. Whoa, that's a weird.
That is
Yo.
weird.
Yo, you're echoing.
Oh, motherfucker. Hold on.
Tell me how you
now.
really feel. Tell me how you really feel.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. You said I'm echoing?
You're fine.
No, you're good to me.
Oh, I know
Good
why
on
I'm
my end. Do you have another stream on, Joker?
Was it
Or another tab with the stream? Okay.
No, I know.
No, did you see my comments before the stream? Go.
Oh, in the private chat?
Yeah.
I'm reading them now. Oh.
Is the stream on? Are you got? Oh shit! You guys
We're
are
live, buddy.
Do it live.
We're doing it live, man.
I figured you were doing it live. I wasn't sure.
There we go.
That's how
The
we
echo's
roll,
gone
buddy.
now.
I have
You're
to
good
get on
now.
the comments. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good.
You gotta go. Who's streaming it? Which one of you is streaming this thing?
Geek.
It's
Yes.
me. It's all me, buddy.
Oh, me.
Jeez,
Who's
killing
best?
me, Smalls. Welcome back to reality. Where you been?
So is that
you know, living the dream. I was at QuakeCon last week. I was tired as shit this week. Going to another land in like 2 weeks. So that'll be fun.
Really?
Yeah. There's a land fest land right outside of Philly called RGB Land. So I'm gonna go cover it as a media member. It'll be fun.
Cool.
Interesting. And what's
Dude.
that one called?
RGB Land. It's outside of Philly. It's pretty cool. There's like a few hundred people that are going.
Huh. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I like my lands. It's gonna
Heck
be
yeah.
it's gonna be a big part of my channel going forward, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're fun. How about you guys? Oh, and ETH doesn't suck, so crypto's kind of fun right now.
ETH always sucks. Just because it's got
ETH,
good value
came back
doesn't make
down. ETH did come back down.
Everything came back down.
I mean,
it's
it's
still over like $4,000.
it's still
No,
pretty damn close to the
it's not.
all-time high.
Is it? Is it still over $4,000?
It was
Yeah, it's
earlier
4,400.
this morning. Yeah, it's 4,400 right now.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Sorry. I was
Everything
looking at
else
it wrong.
sucks, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, good time to buy Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, I
Glad
guess
it was down a little bit when I got my paycheck. I've been putting what I would have spent in mining as far as power bill, what I was used to paying, at least in Georgia. I've just been buying Bitcoin with that. So, like, fuck it, why not?
Smart man.
Dude, my power rate, I was looking at my power bill, right? I'm at 18. I'm at 18.
I'm at
cents
19
now.
cents.
Dude,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
insane.
13 here, but that's the worst it gets. It'll come back down to about 11. And community solar, man, when that finally hits, hopefully I'll get it down to like 10.
The thing that sucks is we have no choices here. Like, I can't go to anybody else. I can't do like a different plan. I'm stuck with
It's the one
what I have.
thing that Illinois actually did right. They opened up the competition, although there really isn't anybody better to go to than ComEd because they are still the cheapest. But that's because of all the regulations that they've put in place. They're not allowed to make money on the actual electricity itself, only on the transmission side.
So it cost me $207 a month to keep my shed from being too humid to to store stuff in.
What?
I'm running my
Dehumidifier.
Nano 3.
Oh.
The heater one. I always get the names confused. And my DG1 Home.
I've had my DG Home 1 off for the last.
So going to
50
ASIC
days.
miner value, I want to see how much I'm losing. Is wait
a
ASIC
minute.
miner
So you're
value
basically
right?
doing it to keep it like below 60% humidity?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like
Okay.
so I'm moving. I have a mini split from like from the crypto garage, like way back in the day, and I'm moving it to the shed, and I'm gonna take one of those 30 amp 240s and just give it to the mini split because it's like a 35,000 BTU mini split. So it's
That's
kind of
way overkill.
for a 10 by 10 shed. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But what I'm hoping is it'll be a lot cheaper to actually like just run the AC in it than run miners.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, either way, you're going to be, 50% on a 30 amp circuit. So it's probably going to be about the same price. Or
Yeah,
pro-
honestly, probably. So that's kind of why I don't hate running the miners, because like right now I'm only losing $4 a day with the DG Home, or not $4, 4 cents a day on the DG Home 1, and like only losing 4 cents a day when I have to leave it on. It's not the worst in the world, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Yeah.
running a dehumidifier would probably cost you more.
Yeah.
Like that's. And then looking at the Avalon, what is it? The Nano? What's the
Mini 3, the long one?
The long one,
Yeah.
the
the
Mini
Mini
3. I don't know why they call it the Mini 3.
It's not a mini.
It's not small.
Should be like a medium 3.
All right. So between running both of them, right? I technically lose like $1.35 a day.
Not really. I mean, I look at that the same way I was looking at using miners to heat the house over the winter. I'm either going to pay to have, floor heaters like space heaters and things like that all around the house, or I'm going to be making crypto while heating the house. So you have the same way. You're going to be spending that money getting the same outcome. You might as well make a little something on it.
No, absolutely. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm laughing because like I actually am fine because I started mining it, when Bitcoin was a lot lower, or not mining, like heating. But it's just funny how I literally started this year at 11 cents and now I'm at 18.
Yeah, it's been a
That's
rough
ridiculous.
year. So there's a number of things that happened, and I've talked about this in the past. There were some rules that changed, kind of. But the fact that you couldn't use any of the peaker plants when they were going to do bids, they could not include any power that might be coming from the peaker plants that are generated through natural gas because they were so unreliable last year. So they're like, we can't include any of you, whatever you have to make electricity. We can't include any of that. So supply and demand, this is what you guys can produce. This is what you can contract to sell. And so everybody still has to buy more power than they did the year before with less generation capability. So up went the prices.
Yeah.
Well, also in PA, we all got royally screwed. Anybody from PA here can attest. Thanks to not building new infrastructure and all the big Amazon AI farms that came in and bought all the power up. Because
we're in the same regional as you guys, believe it or not. The Chicago area, the Chicago area is Pennsylvania, Maryland. I forget what the other ones are, but that region. So yeah, we were hit pretty hard by it as well.
Because if you go to like PA Power Swap, where you can hunt, there's nothing. And I got kicked off my provider. I thought I'd hold it for the whole 6 months. I actually got kicked off, and I was barely running anything. I was running maybe like 2 or 3 ASICs. Like I was running all the Doge ASICs and the ETH hash ASICs for like the first 4 months of the year, because power was lower back then. It was still profitable to do. And I got booted apparently. They didn't send me an email or anything. And I thought I was gonna be all right, because the idea was, well, when mining wasn't that profitable, I was gonna wait till the bull, or the bull market starts, and then slam everything until I got kicked off, and I didn't even get that far.
So how can they kick you off? Because you're using too much power?
Yeah, they give you like a certain amount.
Oh,
And
I gotcha.
but
Broke the
here's the
limit.
thing, you can manage it, right? Like with the other suppliers, we would manage it, and like right at the end of the plan, we just blow everything out, right? And they were not having it towards the end, I guess. So like my electric bill last month was like $500, and we're talking like, you know, July running my AC full blast.
Oh
for
yeah.
a month straight. Like that's normal people bills. Like I did run, you know, my 1 to 2 ASICs depending on, you know, how humid it was, but like $500 is like normal people power bill.
Yeah, mine was 800 last month.
Yeah,
And that's with running all the AI stuff.
Yeah, mine was 525.
So I remember the good old days when my power bill was like, you know, 4,000 a month. I miss those days.
Yeah,
That
but
was
you could
making
afford to pay it. That was the best part. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, it was worth doing. It was worth getting that monstrous power bill because we could afford to do it. And anything you put on ETH paid for itself in fucking no time.
Oh, dude, yeah. And then like I was smart because my wife was not having any risky plays, and was like, "You have to sell to cover the power, or 90% of it." And I was like, whatever. Thank God she made me, because like, you know, that few grand I have on Trade Ogre that I can't access right now is just profit.
I forgot about that. Are they still down?
Yeah.
Slow down up.
Nobody
and
ever
I
heard
have a lot
anything
of-
about that from them, huh?
Nope.
No,
Fuck.
no.
I haven't
So-
heard, you know, has anybody like looked up to see, they supposedly people have been keeping track of their wallets,
Nick
And-
has.
and I haven't heard anybody say that anything's moved.
No, listen, here's the thing, right? Here's my idea, or my theory. If something were to move or something bad were to happen, it would blast our Twitter feeds. Like we would not
Yeah,
be able to hide from
exactly.
it. So the instant something goes wrong, we will all know.
That's
And
exactly what I was thinking as well.
And no
Yeah.
news is good news.
The problem is that the longer this goes, again, as with banks, you're going to get a bank run on Trade Ogre as soon as they go
Yeah.
live.
Yeah,
So they're
everybody's
gonna
pull it
have to
off.
basically say, like the old banks used to do, okay, guys, we're not gonna have a bank run. We're gonna free up 10% of everybody's assets, and then we'll slowly bring it back online that you can cash out the rest of your stuff if you so choose, which everybody will.
No,
Yeah.
so dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I have like Zealous, I have like some shit coins in there. I'm leaving it because I'm down so far that like losing all of that or selling it for pennies doesn't matter. Like I don't need the money right away. Like there is, I think I have some Ergo and I have some like Wart. I'll get all that out and I'll move it to like, I'll go back to my private wallets for those. But like I don't have a Zealous software wallet and like a Wart software wallet, or like half the coins on there like that I have. I'm using Trade Ogre as a wallet. I don't care what anybody says. Like when those go up, they will go quickly back down. So you want to be able to sell easy.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I
Fair
hear what
point.
you're saying
And
there,
it's
but
the risk you take.
for me,
Yeah.
There's plenty of things to buy, and I'm going to use that to tax harvest and take all the losses because I've had a lot of gains this year with trading that I've done. And so if I get access to it, I will just sell it and then move it somewhere else.
So,
And I think most people will.
let me ask you this: if we have wallets on Trade Ogre, right? We each have our own wallet, and we can't access. I don't have that written down on what that wallet address is. I've got.
Can't claim it as a loss.
Damn it! Shut up! Damn it!
Shut up, Max.
Sorry.
Why you? That's it. No.
It's like,
Yeah, like
losing-
when I
Just
lost,
hold on. No,
X-
we're not. Okay.
Giggy.
Okay, Max.
Giggy, when that went away, I just it's whatever.
it's like losing cash. You
Yeah.
cannot
No, I
claim
get it.
losing cash. It's
Yeah.
similar. So I forget where I read that, but that's my understanding. I am not a tax accountant, so any tax accountant out there wants to say I'm wrong, hey, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. 'Cause I got all my bases from that Trade Ogre account. So
I need Trade Ogre to come back up because half of the crypto from last year's taxes, which I need to get done, is on Trade Ogre, profits and all. So like I'm like, well, if I can't get it and I lose it all, like I guess I don't have to claim it because everything. So
Yeah.
the good thing is all of my everything important runs through like Coinbase, right? So like the government my off ramp is very clear.
Yeah,
So,
mine too. Yeah, I'm not
and,
trying
like,
to
I
hide
don't-
anything. I was just
I
asking.
don't take any crypto profits and thankfully I know what my USDT trade ogre address is. So if I got paid in anything from there that eventually went to the other one, I will just literally go find that and add it to like the Coinbase part.
Hold on. Swam 7. I'm assuming he's talking about his power bill is 10,000 a month at 7 cents a kilowatt hour.
Well, he's
Jesus.
probably profitable.
Yeah, but you know how
my
big
point
his
is, I
farm
don't
is,
think
though?
that's mining. I think that's all AI.
How big is
It's
this
all
farm?
AI. Yeah,
Oh,
he's got a big
okay.
farm.
I didn't
Is it on
realize it was
Vast?
that big.
I'm
wow.
turning on the AI farm this weekend. I have all these 40 series cards that are profitable, and I'm gonna put them that are like, you know, sitting on a testing area waiting to be used. I'm gonna put them on AI. I'm gonna put like 4 rigs up in my shed. I think. Like I got like a 4080, a 4070 Ti Super, and a 4090. I might as well have them make some money.
Yeah, the 4070 Ti maybe they don't make a lot, but you'll make
I mean,
something.
it's
with
profitable to leave it on. Like you put it on something like salad, you just cash it out for gift cards. You make your money.
them. Yeah, the problem is that if here, let's look at the demand. Where did I put that? There it is.
I need to figure out how much these rigs run idle when they're not mining. Because like if I'm only losing like I don't
It's not
know
a lot. It's not a lot. People have tested it.
Yeah, like, if we're
4070
talking
Ti is
like,
not moderate.
if we're
It makes
talking like
8.7 cents, 8.7 cents an hour. That's not too bad.
And that's on
wait,
salad.
so
Yes.
so I'm like doing some quick math, and the best thing I ever did was learn how to figure out how much power a piece of technology costs a day to run. It only costs 64 cents a day. Oh, that's a lot. No, that's not right.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Never mind. Maybe I can't do math. I'm
If
trying to
you're-
figure out
if
how
you're
much.
not rented and it's just sitting there idle.
Most of these PCs are like what, like 150 watts idle, give or take.
Mine are
That was
around
what my
100.
4090 PC would run idle, was like 150 watts.
Yeah, it's not much. I mean, it's like 68 cents. If it's 150 watts.
Yeah, so it's like 68 cents a day. So if you can break, like
That's
my 30,
that's idle. That's when it's idle.
yeah, that's assuming you're not getting any jobs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you make what, like 7 cents an hour? What is it?
Like I said, 4070 Ti is 8.7 cents an hour.
Depending on the job you get. Like right
So
now,
you need like, it needs to be on a third of the day to not lose money. And yes, Tech Man, I have virtual machines with core wallets. It's just that when you're mining 500 shitcoins a week, you don't want to make a core wallet and an instance for every single one. Like,
Yeah, but you should.
yeah, you should, but do you
That's-
really want to?
I've got a physical server that's all that's used for. I just put Proxmox on it, and I have a
Yeah,
VM
so do
for
I.
every shitcoin wallet.
Dude, I have like 8 of them, but
I
after
know.
8, I drew the line. Like
Yeah.
after 8,
I think I have
next-
17 right now.
the next, the next 34 of them sat on Trade Ogre, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, hey, if you're willing to take the risk, it's
Yeah.
it's your loss or your gain.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I only got a couple $100 on there, so I'm not really too worried about it.
I don't even think I have that. I remember. So you remember when there was an issue with reporting on Meowcoin on Trade Ogre, and it went to like $1.50, and then I don't know. There was an issue with the API. I was like, fuck it. If there's an issue, I'm gonna put it on there. So I put like 1,000 Meowcoins on there, and put a sell price of like 10 cents or 15 cents or something, and just that's what I've lost. Is fucking Meowcoin. Oh no.
Dude, like I said, everything that I have on Trade Ogre, I can lose. Like, it's funny, right? You whine about, like, people always focus on what they're losing, but, like, for every shitcoin that you failed at, all you need to do is have a major coin like a Bitcoin or an ETH or whatever that's doing well, and none of those other losses fucking matter.
Yeah, it won't matter. No, you're right. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Like, we all, listen, I am 100% sure that we've all lost way more than we've won. But if that one win is bigger than a loss, like hopefully most of it's Bitcoin, ETH, or something big, or Doge, then it doesn't fucking matter.
You think people have lost more than they've won in the market?
I mean, I'm just gonna guess.
Oh, I have not.
I'm up. Like I have not lost. Like the amount that I've lost is very small because like I fixate on the small stuff because I only play with the small stuff. The big crypto stuff I haven't touched in 4 or 5 years, and it's on, you know, multiple secure wallets and shit like that. So
Yeah, no, I mean, if I look at like an example, like I put my wife's IRA in it's basically a crypto IRA, and I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. I Trust Capital, that's what it's called. Anyway, put it all over there. It lost a little bit for a while. I put 50% of it in Bitcoin, and then the rest of it was across a plethora of other coins. And now all but 2 coins are now up from when I bought it, and that was like a year and a half ago.
yeah. Well, I mean,
so I haven't touched it since. So
I mean, I don't. So look, a lot of my, you know, I'm talking numbers or anything, but you know, the majority of what I have is not crypto. Like, I'm only, you know, all I have in crypto is what I'm willing to lose everything of. Put it that
You
way.
guys see who's in the chat? Somebody's got just a red panda.
I think that's an alt account that he's got. Yeah. He signed in with the wrong account. Oops.
it looks that way.
Yeah. That's funny. So-
Panda, I technically have not made money in crypto yet. I guess it's just trending that way.
You don't make money until you cash out.
Yeah. So actually, it's funny. I've been talking to my wife. ETH is my largest bag, and I'm trying to figure out when I want to get out, and I don't have an answer. I don't know.
So,
And then,
so
like,
Again,
I got a
don't
question about
fixate.
ETH though.
Hang on
for
a
you
second.
guys.
Don't fixate on when you're going to get out. Fixate on getting out a little at a time. That way,
yeah,
if it bumps up again and you miss it, okay, fine. I still have some left in it. Don't
yeah.
get out
I
of it.
just don't even know what that number is. Like, I don't even know what that number is. I don't know. Like, for the first time in my life, I don't know if I'm bullish or bearish. I have no clue.
Well, the key thing to look for is the Bitcoin dominance, because everything is going to eventually pump up and Bitcoin dominance will come down around 50. That's when it's like, when it hits 50, I'm starting to exit.
That's a good point. That's a good
So
point.
that's what I'm watching for, and it probably will go closer to, you know, maybe 45 possibly, and things will continue to go up. I'm not worried about hitting the absolute top. I'm just getting to a point where I'm like, okay, these are the gains. Like, I will admit, I cashed out about $3,000 because I thought that I was going to have another buy-in point when like Litecoin got up to like 128. I had a sell at that point, and it just triggered. There was something else that triggered, and then I started looking at a couple of
so
things
much
and sold out.
Litecoin when I was like 85 and 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of Litecoin at one time.
So and then I did not buy back in yet. So I'm actually hoping it goes down again, maybe another 10% before it hits its next leg up.
So I have 2 things. I have sell numbers for every shitcoin, right? Now they're changing. Like, for example, Caspa. When it was at 20, I was like 25 is when I'm gonna start getting out. Now,
Jeez.
like now I'm so annoyed by Caspa, and I hate my Caspa wallet so much. Caspa hits 15, I'm out, and I'm out with a good profit at 15. I don't give a shit. I'm out, and I'm taking that money and I'm throwing it in Bitcoin. Like, literally.
Yeah, see, I do not take
plan.
that way. I basically say, you know, when you see something go up, yes, get out, but I will reevaluate to get back in. If that sucker hits back at like 7 or 8 again, I'm going to be looking to get back in.
Caspa has me so spooked with how fast they're mining it, how fast those machines went to 0, and how many people just refuse to sell Caspa.
Yeah.
When that sell-off comes, like...
Well, that's why it's staying where it's at, because everybody's holding. Nobody
until
wants to
they break,
sell
how
yet.
long can you hold this coin? What's going to happen when it's all mined?
By the way, this sounds like a great time to bring up that article we were talking about earlier.
Which one?
The ETH article.
Oh, ETH's,
Q.
Ether unstaking Q hits 3.8 billion. What does it mean for the ETH price? Yeah.
So there's a
Really
lot of people looking to unstake their ETH.
You know,
And Why would you look to unstake your ETH if you weren't thinking about selling?
No, but it's funny you say that because my dad, I got him to buy ETH like right when it was really low. Like he's made a shit ton on his ETH, and he staked it all. And I'm like, what? Because he tried to sell a few times, and I like talked him out of it. And now he's like, I'm riding this shit to 10,000. I'm like, okay.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, like he literally went from the guy who was like trying to sell, like he tried to sell at 25, he tried to sell at 30, and I said, hold.
And now
like,
he's
I'm
holding
like
on for dear
screaming,
life.
And now this guy, now I'm talking about selling. He's like, I staked it all, and I'm like, what did you do?
Ooh.
And he's like, 10K, baby. I'm like, oh
It's one of
God,
the
you're like
things
these
I love
people on the internet I hate the
Kraken.
most.
I love Kraken because it auto stakes whatever you have. You don't have to
No,
unstake,
it
restake.
doesn't. You have to click it because that's where all his shit is in Kraken. Because the way he got into it was he was an early investor. He put a lot of money in Kraken for the public offering for the IPO. So then that's when he ended up buying the ETH, and he accidentally staked it all. And he's like, I'm glad I did it. And I'm like, what?
Well, you can actually stake it individually. What I'm saying is that they have a new feature
Yeah.
where it will auto stake what you have, and it just unstakes it automatically and restakes it as you buy and sell. It's a pretty cool feature.
So apparently it's the amount of Ether that is currently in queue to unstake is 877,000 Ethereum. 877,000. And that's 29% of the total supply. That's a lot of fucking ETH. So why are people wanting to unstake? Like what's the trigger for this? Why are people like heavy to get out now?
Well,
Well,
because
I was gonna ask you guys.
remember, when it goes up, it's going to go up quick, and it's not like an immediate way to get out. So you got to take
it's
some
a
time.
waiting
You're like,
period.
I don't know when this thing's going to finally, take off, but we know the way crypto is. It goes up fast.
So it says the majority. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm part annoyed I didn't stake my ETH, but like now I'm kind of happy I didn't stake it. I don't know, man.
And I got Solana staked, but it's a 3-day unstaking period. It's no big deal.
You can undo that. Like I've got a bunch of Cosmos staked because it takes like a month to unstake it. And by the time I hit, yes, I want to pull it out. Whatever pump was there is fucking gone.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna crash. Look, ETH won't crash that fast. Like,
so the majority of the liquid staking of the big platforms are the ones that are unstaking it. So Lido, ETHFi, and Coinbase, with Lido being the biggest at 285,000 ETH on that platform. So is it because of ETH ETFs? Like this is probably not a majority of, you and me kind of people that are pulling this much out. Probably a couple of just large players that happen to be on those platforms, right?
Look, I would argue that we probably have more ETH if you didn't sell and you were just holding it, because if you sold in the negative. If you missed when it was like at 4,000 ish, right? I would argue that X miners have the most ETH than anybody if they've held it.
Yeah,
I got in too late. I mean, I was mining it when it was, stupid profitable for everyone and just getting fractions just like everybody else. I haven't sold into it.
I haven't sold ETH. Well, I sold one, but it was profit ETH like that I made trading, so I sold it a long time ago, but I haven't sold ETH since March of 2021.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I got out shortly after the merge.
No, ETH is my, now for better or for worse. I should have sold at 2 and bought back in at 1, but I didn't do that either. So I'm like, I don't know. That's like ETH is like probably like 75% of my holdings, for better or for worse.
Oh wow.
So
see, I didn't get in until 2022, and then that's when it went bye-bye in September. So
yeah.
I had no.
You were in it too late.
Yeah, my
like
holdings, I'm still over 50% in Bitcoin.
I would like to be like 75% Bitcoin, 25% Doge after the end of this cycle.
Oh, at the end of the cycle, I'm going to be completely out. I'm not hanging around.
You're not playing crypto in the long game?
Probably by the end of the year.
You're not
Maybe
playing
beginning of
crypto.
next year.
You're not playing for the long game?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to get out. I'm going to wait for the next bear
cycle
market
and
wait
just
for the
buy back
bottom. I'm
in.
not going to lose 50%. like I've done the last time. I'm not going to do it. I'm certainly
Seymour
not going to
says
lose on my altcoins where you lose like 80%. I'm not doing it again.
I'm not playing. Listen, I am done. I am done with the altcoin game. Absolutely.
Oh, dude,
done.
yeah, 100%. I
Like
can't.
the shitcoin game. So like I will leave. The only things I'll have is shit I forgot about. Like when everything go. I like for example, Ergo, right? My exit point Ergo, it was like 5, but now it's like 3. If Ergo hits $3, I'm gone. If Zill hits like if any of these altcoins get to like Conflux, all that bear market bullshit.
Yeah.
If it gets to within like 30% of its all-time high, 40%, I'm out. Gone. Out.
Well, do you think that November, December, everything's going back up and then it's dropping the first of the year?
I don't know.
I don't know exactly when. Like I said, it's we gotta watch for the signs. That's the key. You got to watch for the signs. You got to watch for Bitcoin dominance. And when it starts getting up there, and when you start seeing the Google searches and everybody's talking about the run, that is the sign to get out.
Yeah.
What if it doesn't happen? What if the institutional money that came in has flattened it and we're going to skip this cycle?
Listen,
and remain like this for another 3 years.
Listen to last cycle where everybody said the same thing. This time is different. This is different. Though. This time is different. Get out,
dude. This bear market was never as bad as anybody thought it was until like the end of last year, and then the fucking the wheels fell off, dude. Like,
yeah,
and
beginning
then
of this year, yeah.
I lost all hope. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, right? I was like, my ETH position's shit. All of my positions are shit. I'm going to be down and I'm going to get fucked. I haven't felt anywhere near hopeful until I saw ETH do what it's doing now. And so that is the only reason I have any kind of faith.
You probably already know this. Think about the way you're thinking and do the exact opposite. Literally do the exact opposite. When you feel the depths of despair because you're like, geez, I don't know. That's the time to buy because that's when everybody else wants to.
Yeah, but I did it. We did that for 3 years. But we did that for 3 years. I've been doing that since crypto crashed. Like,
no, because when we've been buying dips. When everybody goes, cool, it's a dip, let's all buy. There was no depths of despair. It wasn't down far enough.
But these aren't dips,
pain.
Dude. These aren't dips. Like look at when everything collapsed. It just kept going down and down, down.
But it was I mean, if we look at just Bitcoin, it was predictable. It went down to its previous high. So by the way, just so we know that Bitcoin will go down during the bear market. We'll go back down to 70, 65 in that range.
Listen, Bitcoin followed the trends, but how many of us thought we could make way more money in the shitcoin despair? Because I certainly made more money in the bear market playing the shitcoin game until I didn't. Right? Yeah. Like you made more money until you didn't.
See the memes, where the guy's like, this is cryptocurrency. Guy shoves $1 underneath the door, he gets like $5 back. He's like, okay, cool. Shoves $5 underneath the door, gets like $25 back. He's like, cool. Yeah. It's $25 under the door and doesn't get any of it back.
Well, because look, I would argue that that's 100% true. That everybody who just bought, I could have dollar cost averages into Bitcoin from 17,000 and put the money I spent on hardware, which I made money on, doing the numbers, even losing 20% on my 170 HXs. I was profitable flipping hardware on the way up, right? I would have made so much more if I DCA'd into Bitcoin with no work.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
But I thought if I was going to make 10,000 on Bitcoin, I would have made 100,000 on shitcoins. And if it behaved like the last 3 bear markets, it would have. But I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Hawk on this one. And meme coins fucking killed it for the shitcoins.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's all about cash. What's out there to fund things, and everybody was using their extra cash to buy stupid meme coins.
My exit liquidity
from everything else.
My exit liquidity went to fucking Trump, Molina, Bannon, and whatever dumb shit. Pi coin.
So all those 13-year-olds that were making 100 grand, that was our money. That should have been our money. We were mining. We've been here from the start.
Yeah,
Look here,
right.
you
We
little
did all that
shits.
work. We did all that work to get fucked, man.
That's right.
Dogecoin was an anomaly. Is all I'm gonna say.
Max, you're selling all your BTC too when you
I
get
will,
up.
yeah. Yep.
Nope.
Everything
that's-
will be gone.
I think
And
that's
then
one
I'll
I'm
just
not going
look
to
for
sell.
another entry point. I'm not gone forever. It's just okay. Now we're gonna look to see where's the bottom gonna be, or approximately the bottom. Like I said, my thing of buying back in with Bitcoin, I'll probably start buying back at around 80, and start dollar cost averaging about then.
You know, it's funny you say that, because part of me, one of the things I thought about is once we do hit a certain point where all the alts look like they pump a little bit, I'm selling all of it and just keeping it. And then when Bitcoin, quote unquote, crashes, just put it all into Bitcoin, honestly.
You know, it's interesting. I was reading, it was a guy from BlackRock. It wasn't like the leader of BlackRock, but it was one of the analysts from BlackRock said, like, there's never been a better time to invest. Bonds are good, stocks are good. And I'm like, that doesn't sound good to me. That sounds like, you know, FOMO and you know, over exuberance, which is usually happens right before a crash.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm
here's
worried about.
But here's the thing, right? So I was talking to somebody about this with housing, and I'm not trying to move us into housing, just as an example, right? A crash. Technically, the definition of a market crash is what, like 20 to 30%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 20%. So if you have houses that, you know, were worth 500,000 10 years or 5 years ago, 6 years ago, they're worth $1 million now. You get a crash. Let's say the word, like a really bad crash at 30%. Your houses are still up 250,000, right?
Yeah.
Like you're still way ahead. So like technically he's not wrong, because if you've just been investing the normal way, right? Like with real money, like if you did index funds or whatever that, you know, any of that, you're up and you're up and you're up, and even when it dips, it's like it keeps going up. Because like
real money,
this dip, like say we have a crash, right? The 2025 crash is going to be higher than the max, than the most profitable we were at in 2022. So technically, you got to pick a point and you just got to go in and you just got to stay. And I'm not telling you crypto is the same, because everything has been flipped on its head in the last 10 years in every kind of monetary bullshit. But like, you got to go in some way. You can't just wait for the perfect time, because you're never going to hit it.
You're right. But I can tell you that what I'm doing right now is I'm cycling into like growth and income funds, because I'm concerned about where the market's going to go. So basically looking at those stocks that have really, really good dividends that can help keep you in the green, even if the market starts to head south. That's on the other non-crypto money that I've got.
I don't know about you guys. I'm investing in precious metals, but I have been for a long time. Like,
no, I mean,
like this is a good one. So this is brass and lead. These are very precious metals. Depending on who you ask, I'm just saying it's a
Sorry, you needed to be full screen in order to do that, because
Yeah.
it's really kind of hard to tell.
No.
I
We
saw
don't
it.
need that clipped. Not
Here comes
this
the
day.
doc.
yeah, you don't need that clip. That'll get you suspended from YouTube.
Right.
Someone
No,
will
no,
put,
that
someone
one,
will
but
put
yeah.
Goat thinks crypto is going to crash the world. The end is near. And then he's going to have like the ammo right there. Now, there
That's
goes
right.
his channel.
It's my new thumbnail.
No, but like Max, you're really like, you probably know a lot. You definitely know more about the crypto side of investing. But like there are people who know way more about investing than me. But what I tell people, and I'm not saying that somebody's right or somebody's wrong, you just got to pick a strategy and go with it, right? I like to DCA in for like set it and forget it, because ever since I started, I have never lost. And I'm not saying I never will, but like, if the financial institution goes to where I lose on those plays, we're all fucked. Like, society's over, because then everybody else who's been doing that is fucked too.
Yeah, so then my investments are really worth a lot more. I'm just saying.
No, you're right.
You got to plan for all scenarios, right?
One of the things that so one of the things I think is interesting too that has me scared about Caspa and why I want to get the fuck out of Caspa is because it's going to be all mine soon. So like I ask everybody this, like, what do you think is going to happen when Bitcoin's fully mined? I know we're a long time from there, but we're going to hit a point relatively soon where like 95% of it's done.
Well, so there with Bitcoin, right? It's still going to need mining for transactions, and I'm not talking transactions like me sending you Bitcoin, but like buying it from exchanges, large industrial, big money, moving it here and moving it there. It still needs that consensus. As long as the miners don't come together and say, okay, we're going to change, Bitcoin fundamentally when it gets closer to that time.
The thing is as you get closer and closer, the actual mining revenue will be less than the actual fees that are generated. And so then they'll just basically be getting the fees. You won't even notice when all that stuff goes away because it'll be so small at that point.
So then, all right. So then what happens to like, are you still going to have ASICs to mine Bitcoin, to mine the transaction fees?
Yeah.
I mean,
when the
whatever technology they have at that time, just like
so stop me if I'm wrong, but when the supply of Bitcoin becomes like finite, right? Like
it is.
Won't the mining revenue hit a point where it won't make any more than that?
Depending on the value of the coin.
Yeah,
right.
And remember, just like ETH, it generates fees, except Bitcoin actually pays out the fees.
Mm-hmm.
So when you had like NFT releases, all of a sudden the Bitcoin miners started making a whole bunch of money when they
the ordinals,
Bitcoin ordinals. That was a big time for revenue for Bitcoin, Bitcoin miners, I should say.
That's fair.
We'll see. I mean, like during the bear markets, I have a feeling a bunch of people will be shutting off because usually during the bear markets there isn't as many transactions.
Makes sense. Well, they'll be shifting to something else. Just like now, a lot of these pools are merge mining other SHA-256 coins, and Litecoin's doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Proof of work will never die. It'll just be so centralized that the dream it started on will be. I mean, the dream it started on is already dead, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Bitcoin is like, I don't know. I after CES this year, I figured out that the dream of centralization is fucking dead. Like I had some meetings, some conversations with people, and I was like, this is fucking dead. Like the dream is dead. And like I feel like AI is the closest thing you're gonna get to the blockchain dream of centralization at this point. Decentralization.
I mean decentralization.
I don't think so. AI is super centralized. It's in so many large hyperscalers. But the common person can rent their stuff and make money, I guess. Like, well, sure, yeah.
I mean, but so can people who have Bitcoin miners as well. It's just a matter of the scale.
Yeah, it's just the industry. I mean, if I had land, I could rent out my land to, somebody that needs, sheep on land, or want to plant crops or something like that. Same type of thing. It's,
I don't know. Whenever somebody tells me like I talk to people and I'll talk to people in real life who don't know that I do like YouTubing and all that. And they'll be like, what do you think about crypto? Like, do you think it's decentralized? And I'll laugh and I'll be like, dude, crypto hasn't been decentralized in so long. And they're like, oh, but it's a decentralization dream. And you're like, what dream? Like, it's only people that can mine. What Bitcoin's profitable for what? Like 3 cents power at this point?
Yeah, I mean, well, let's pull it up.
Shit, Max, you're the only person I know that's making money right now, and you're not even doing crypto.
There's other people making money, most of it in AI, but there are definitely people making. Panda's making money in AI. He's got that 6 GPU rig on Clore.
It all comes down to power, and nobody in America has good power unless you live in fucking Georgia.
I mean,
right
even
now.
so, you have to understand. Basically, my power rate, which I said is 13 cents, it's still only about 20 to 25% of my revenue that I take in. So you take 75% of all my revenue is profit.
So every Bitcoin miner from current generation up at my rate at 14 cents is profitable. Barely. Like $1 a day on an S21 hydro. You're spending, you're earning more than you burn, but just barely.
Yeah, but those things, but that means you can't buy any of those because Ironically enough, the only people that didn't lose their face in the last bear run were people who bought GPUs and people who bought L9s. Everybody else lost their fucking face.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're spending 10 grand on an ASIC. It's
Well,
never
people
gonna
were
pay
still
for
making money with
itself again.
L7s too.
Yeah, same kind of thing with L7s. Those were 20 grand a pop in the last bull run.
Yeah, I'm just saying, right? Like, I don't know. ASICs are.
I mean,
it's
at
such a
8
tough,
cents,
like,
all the Bitcoin miners, all the way down into the S19s are still profitable. I mean, barely. S19 Pro Hydro is 16 cents a day.
Yeah, how many
S19J
people
Pro
lost money
Plus
on
is
those when they
58
bought
cents
them?
a day. What's that?
How many people lost money on those when they bought them?
Yeah, a fuck ton. Those,
Or
I mean, S19s were 10 grand a pop.
Or Caspa ASICs. How many fucking people lost money on Caspa ASICs? I mean, I could sell now and I haven't, so I technically didn't, but you know.
That's the problem with ASICs, though. I mean,
Yeah,
so
they become doorstops.
yeah,
And
why I don't
GPUs
get
never
them.
do.
What was that?
So
And
Integrity-
GPUs.
Right,
go ahead.
exactly. That's why I like to stay in the GPU game.
Dude, we got a reward. So I got on this one really big tech YouTubers on my crypto channel did because he followed me to see what I tell the GPU market to do. And I was like, we need to sell because we've been given a gift. Our GPUs are not profitable and we can get bear market prices or bull market prices for them with the 40 series. Like I made money. I bought, you know how I went on that 40 series kick like a year ago and I told everybody to buy 40 series, sell their 30
Right.
series, and they were insane. I sold every 40 series GPU right after the 50 series came out for more than I paid for them. And I
Yeah.
mined with them for a fucking year plus.
Well, my 40 series cards that I have, the 4090s I've got, make about $75 a day.
And what'd you pay for
I'm not
them?
selling.
What'd you pay for them?
Anywhere between 1,300 and 1,900.
Yeah, and you could sell them right now for $2,000.
No,
For the
I know.
4090s,
I know.
Yeah,
But listen, you might want to
Yep.
look into that. So, all right, real quick, I do want to
I've
say
done the
this.
math.
No, listen to me. You might want to look into it because these rumors for the 5,000 Super Series, the more VRAM, I can't say certain things, but I think they're true.
No,
And
I know that they're true. I know that they're true. And yes,
so you should
I
sell
have- no,
before those.
you're not wrong. I'm not selling beforehand because I'm not going to count my cookies before my eggs before they hatch.
But if you
Anyway,
could get $2,000 for 4090s and then you buy 50 80 supers for $1,000 and they make the same thing.
supers, 5070 Ti supers. That's
No,
going
no.
to be the ticket.
No, the 5080 super.
No, the 5070 Ti super has 24 gig.
And the 5080 is going to have the same
24
thing,
gig.
a
It's
little
the same
more.
amount of VRAM.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
about
listen,
the VRAM.
regardless, point is that the 4090s are going to drop in value once that happens. They're the only one that are holding market right now. Everyone else is falling pretty hard.
I don't know. I think there will still be a demand for it, which means the price will stay up there.
There won't be. What I'm trying to tell you
Nobody's
is
going to
there won't be-
spend. How much are the 5070 Ti Supers going to be?
Probably
Super
like
Ti
1,000?
Hydro Max. Hyper.
maybe 1,000. So what I'm saying is he could basically double his farm and
The
maybe
50
be off
hold
for
on.
a month.
The 5070 Ti Supers are going to be $1,000.
I don't know that. I don't have
Well,
any
actually,
sources.
believe it or not, they're actually the last thing I heard from what was the guy Gamer Meld? He said the rumor is that the prices will not change on the 5070 Ti Supers or the 5080 Supers. They will be 5080 Supers will be again MSRP.
You can get them for
$1,000
$1,000 right now. No, you can go buy a 5080 for $1,000 right now with no problem.
No, I know that. My point is that the new ones coming out will be at the old MSRP. So they'll be similar to when the 5080s were originally released and the 5070 Ti's were originally released. So they'll be 5070 Ti's will be between $750 and $1,000.
Okay,
The
so
Asus Astral or Strix, that'll be around 1,000,
I
and everything else will scale down from there.
I have not heard anything right regarding price. Now I'm not telling you that I'm connected, but I'm on like the outside of the people. So like I'll hear it before it happens. I would guess that we will actually start to hear official rumors on that in like October-ish, right? But what I'm trying to say is
these are supposed to be out before Christmas now.
no, so that hasn't been confirmed because
I know
here's
it's a rumor.
Yeah, but that rumor. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it probably. So from what I know of the industry, right, there's a lot of stock of 5000 series right now. Nvidia's not going to launch that thing early when they got to blow the stock out. So they stop making it. They'll probably blow it all out in the holidays, and CES will be their launch pad, right?
It's possible.
Now, the good thing is for someone like you, we will know if they hit on the holidays, right? Because nobody knows yet, because Nvidia can do whatever they want. But if they hit in the holidays, we will know by October, right? And if you know they're going to hit, because, for example, when the 40 series, the 4090s were $1,500 until they were, or $1,000 to $1,500 until they were $2,000, right? Like, everybody saw that a mile away. So I think it'll be the same thing with these, where if you know that this is going to come, you need to sell them all at 2,000. Like, you just sell them.
Again, do the math. Again, I'm making $75 a day.
Yeah.
On these.
So if you waited a month, so what's 70? So if you double,
my point is, it's a break-even point of about a month. It doesn't matter. I could lose a little bit if I wait.
70. That's
gain
only
a little bit.
$2,200.
It doesn't really. So if I wait an extra 2 months to sell and I lose $300 on every single 4090, it's not going to be that bad because that's about what I'd make on it in a month.
No, but but here's the thing: if the market is as obvious as it was with the 4090s, right? And
Right.
I was just starting to do tech tubing, and I didn't want to flip GPUs like that because it looks really bad for my brand. Otherwise, I would have put 10 grand into 4090s, right? And I would have doubled my money in 2 weeks because it was that obvious, right? And what I'm saying is you could literally sell them for $2 grand and then buy up all of the ones that are coming out for $1,000.
So
and then double your farm.
Trust me, I am thinking about it. Now, here's the other thing that because you're not really doing AI, you don't realize is the fact that people are still reluctant to use Blackwell GPUs because they have to change their jobs. It's different software.
You're right,
but
it's gonna happen.
Like that. So the problem is there's still a lot more demand for 4090s than there are for 5090s.
But that's what's keeping the price up. And the thing is, not many people have 5090s, and nobody's messing with the lower ones because of the VRAM. Once you can buy the lower ones, right, and they're not hard to buy, and it probably won't cause a run because people kind of have fatigue or bought what they wanted already. Like the people who are going to pay prices for scalp GPUs already have them, right?
what the heck, Joker Miner? What are you doing? Joker Miner with the $50, man. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, dude. Thank you. Jeez.
Oh man. Well, anyway,
so,
Max, all I'm trying to say is.
You were talking about lower end 50 series. I will tell you, the sleeper is the 5060 Ti. I have 4 of them, and they are rented almost 100% of the time. They are rented more often than my 5090s.
How much do you
and I
rent
have
a
a
day?
very aggressive price on my 5090s. Some people think I'm nuts for renting it for what I am. But the 5060 Ti's, you take 3 of them, you take 4 of them, and it equals basically what I rent a 5090 for.
Because I might actually buy one.
One 5090,
No.
like for content.
No.
The super.
So I need to have one GPU of every kind for content. But here's where it gets tricky, right? If I get a GPU for free, I really can't do AI content on it. And I'm starting to get them for free. Like, it's really cool that I'm at that point because it's very, very hard for a tech tuber to get to that point, right? But like I got
you need to show benchmarks, you need to show gaming. You
you can't show and they see, all the brands see what you do with their product.
Yeah.
So like I Asus sent me a 5070 Ti. I can't mine with it. They basically
you can send it to me. I mean, you can send it to me for a couple of weeks. I can mine with it.
Yeah, I'll put it on an AI rig for you.
So like if I get lucky and a 5090 Astral or a 5080 Noctua shows up by my door, I can't mine with them.
Just
So that's
drops in your
first world
fucking
problems.
lap. Oh no.
Oh,
What
no.
am I gonna do?
Such problems.
You can't.
By the way,
mine-
you don't have to do the AI content, which they don't know that you have it doing AI. Just
They
saying.
know. Listen, if you don't think they know where to, if you don't think they keep tabs on creators they send shit to, you're crazy.
No, I'm sure they do. But my point is that don't do content on.
You don't have to make it
AI
a
then.
video.
No,
You don't need
no,
a video.
no. But like, you know, your
Yeah.
word and your reputation and the industry is.
Dude,
really
you are way
fucking
overthinking
small.
this. You're way overthinking. They don't know what you're doing with the GPU. They have no idea.
You're right to a point.
Unless you put it on YouTube.
Unless you put it out there and say, "Look what I
Yeah,
did."
but, like,
and
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Max, let me ask you this then. So if you did get rid of the 4090s and decide to buy, the newest, latest, greatest, if it makes sense for you to financially do that or whatever, how is that going to impact your scores? Like, how does that impact your reliability, your verified status? Like, if you have downtime and you swap out cards and then the machine comes back on with a whole new config.
He can do maintenance mode.
Interesting. Very interesting you mentioned that, because I've gotten a few contacts at Vast, and one guy specifically I kind of talked through a lot of these things. Actually, there's been two guys I've talked with. They don't really like it and don't really want to support you changing from one GPU to a different type of GPU. It can be done and you can save your verification, but they really don't like it because you got to kind of do things out of process. Like, you got to do a reinstall, but sometimes the reinstall doesn't go correctly. And there's just a lot of moving parts that don't always work. Again, when you change out the driver because you need a more updated driver because you're switching from 4,000 to 5,000. I mean, I've done it and it's always worked, but it's always been quirky. So yeah, if I'm changing all my 4,000 series over to 5,000 series GPUs, yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. But when you are putting a high-end GPU and you're doing 8 at a time, it'll get verified very quickly. You don't even have to worry about it. It's when you have a single GPU or 2 GPUs that's going to take quite a while to get verified, if ever.
That was probably part of my problem. And I had a bunch. I mean, I had all those 50 those precision workstations. And
yeah, the
they
other
were like
thing,
2
though,
cards each.
It's funny though, because I mean, out of the blue, all my 3060s got like verified. I have no idea why. I don't have all the 3060s on there. That's the ones I took the 5060 Ti's and put those on there. But I did that after they got verified. But it's just kind of odd. But the big thing is, when you first put something on Vast, put it at go away pricing on the on demand. On the interruptibles, you can be aggressive with that, but you have to let them run a test on you during the first week or two. Then after that, you can get aggressive and then hopefully you get verified. But that's been a good strategy for me up to this point. I've always gotten verified within the first 4 to 6 weeks at the worst.
Joker, are you on any AI? You were showing me on the farm.
Not salad.
I'm on
just
salad.
on salad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you haven't done Vast yet?
No, I was on Vast when King had his place out in Phoenix.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he sent
Yeah.
that back to me. But I was on there for a little bit. It was all right.
Yeah.
Salad's been better. It's just easier for me to manage here. But recently, like, my 4090's been getting rented at like 26 cents an hour. But they're not like utilizing the GPU. Like, my fans don't spin on it, and like it's only using like 120 watts, but I'm getting paid the 26 cents.
Wow.
So I don't know what they're doing.
Good.
I know, but it's doing that with that and the 3090. Like, it's being used for a higher price, but like I don't know what they're doing on it because it's not like spinning the wheel. Like,
I mean, I'm
no
getting
electric.
slightly more than that on Vast, but it's in the same ballpark. I'm making like just under 27 cents. Now, 26 cents on salad, you got to deduct 10%.
Right.
Because, when you cash out. So it's closer to around 23 and a half or so.
Well, I go back and forth. So I do Venmo for a while and then I go to PayPal. I'm trying to reduce the taxes at the end of the year. So
I know I'm trying to get up to, I haven't cashed out for a really long time. So I'm trying to get up to the 1,090 for the PayPal to reduce my fees.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so Max, I have a question for you actually.
Sure.
If you were to say flip your farm, like you were in a position where you could do that, right? Would you have enough power to like double your farm, or like do you have a lot of spare power from old crypto infrastructure?
Double my farm. Pretty close. Right now, like when I'm fully rented, I'm at about 4.5 kilowatts on one and about 3.3 on the other one, and I have one circuit that's not even being used. So
like,
pretty close. I could double it. Yeah.
so like, all right, so do you believe in it enough where you would spend money on infrastructure for it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I am
We-
planning on it. I'm just
Yeah, you just-
deciding what I want to do. So there's a couple different directions that this will be a video upcoming because I have one of my ideas is actually to do if you want to build a small rig, here's what you could do: medium size, large size, and extra large. If I was going to do an extra large, Panda talked about it today. There's a particular manufacturer of cases. It's a 7U case, and you can fit 8 4-slot 5090s in it without a problem with breathing room. And you just have to, and it comes with everything as far as to wire everything up. You just need the motherboard and everything that goes on the motherboard, and of course the GPUs.
You're not
So
talking
that
about
investment is probably going to be a little over 30 grand if I was going to go that direction to do 5090s.
No, I mean, I get it, right? Like I took that jump in 2020 with my shed and it paid off, right? Like I haven't sold yet, but when I sell, it will pay off and have been worth it. And then I have a shed.
And what you just said, that's perfect example. So everybody's like, wow, it's a huge investment. Exactly. It's an investment.
Yeah.
So let's say I buy 5090s for just easy math, $2,000. Okay. But when I go to resell them, what am I going to get for them? 1,600. So my break even
maybe more, maybe 2,000. Who knows?
No, I know. I'm just saying worst case, 1,600. So my break even point isn't paying back the 2,000.
Yeah.
My break even point is that 400. The 400 will be done in no time.
Yeah. Dude, the smartest people in this last bear were people who bought 20, 30, 40, 90s. I wish I did that. Now, I did really well on buying 3070s because I cannot believe I'm saying this, but that was the second smartest play, which makes no sense. It sounds so bad, but I doubled my money basically on all of my 3070s.
Highway robbery what we sold stuff for.
Oh, dude, I bought
robbery.
I bought 3070s in when did ETH crash? When did that crash?
Oh,
like 2022?
No, it was end of 21, yeah, with the rest of the bull run. I guess.
POS was September 22.
September of 22, yeah.
Okay, so at the end of 22, early 23, I bought 3070s for between 160 to 200 bucks. I bought like 300 of them, 300 of them, right? I sold all of them in December of 24 for 250 plus, all of them. And they mined for what, 2 years? Right? Like all of them. Yeah, I made a killing. And the people who did 4090s did even better than that. Like,
by the way, Panda makes a good point. I was thinking 25K because I was thinking of buying Rome. He's talking about Genoa, same thing. And you could actually do only 8 lanes, but that would be 8 lanes of PCIe 4. Which you could definitely do, but if you're a believer in the technology and you think that this is going to go forward, do I want to just be able to put 5090s in it and then have to basically trash the thing trash everything inside because I'm going to need to replace the motherboard, the CPU, all that kind of stuff? Or do I just want to do it once? I don't know. There's an argument. It's kind of like buying a used car. It's much cheaper to buy a used car, but now you're going to have to probably sell it faster than if you bought new, but you probably will make out better by buying a used car because your depreciation happens up front. So I don't know. It's interesting that he mentioned that though.
But what about PCIe 5, right? Like it's really starting to hit mainstream and there's so many lanes. And then like,
right. The thing is though, yes, you have PCIe 5, but similar to what they talked about with PCIe 4 and 4090s, you're not saturating 16 lanes on a 4090.
No, but you could on like a 6090. So what I'm saying
that's my point is exactly that. Are you going to take that case and then basically sell off your motherboard, sell off the processor, and then upgrade from there to the now what is then next gen.
No, but what I'm trying to say is right. Like, so we're probably going to see PCIe 7 at CES this year, right? It's going to be insane. There's going to be nothing for it. Nothing can even come close to utilizing it, right? So what if you were to buy PCIe Gen 5 or Gen 6 motherboard, like spend the extra money now, because then you don't have to upgrade because all the lanes will be saturated.
PCIe
Right.
8.
Like I said, it's like buying a used car.
It's not even real, man.
You can put 5090s on PCIe 4 16 lanes and not be saturated, and then ride that until basically 6090 or whatever comes out. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I'm too saturated. I have to upgrade. Well, then you can sell that motherboard and then and combo and everything and buy new, because that's now no longer new generation. It's the next it's the older generation, so you should be able to buy it cheaper.
But would
So
it be?
you
Would
can
it
always
be
be a
cheaper?
generation behind and probably be fine.
Would it be cheaper to buy 5 now and then have to not upgrade till for 4 years?
Well, that's what I'm saying is if you think about how much less Genoa or Rome is right now compared to
Is it a lot? That's what
Milan,
I'm
I
saying.
think is the new one.
Is it a lot less?
It's a lot less,
Okay.
like half as much.
I mean, that's fair.
So
but how-
let's
and
just say you bought. Let's just say it was 5,000 versus 10,000, because it's in that realm. So if it was 5,000, and it's probably more like 3,000 to 6,000, but whatever.
No, so you're gonna save like 25 to 30% if you buy 4, sell 4 when you need to go up to 5 or 6, and you buy a cheaper 5 because 5 is used.
Exactly.
And
So
you
you're
just follow like
always
that.
buying like so that
Yeah.
3,000 I probably could sell for 1,500 when I go to exit, and that 6 is now going to be 3.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I don't know. I've gone back and forth on it, and there's not a lot of good information out there that says
You're just
what
specking.
is what well, yeah, everybody's somewhat speculating, but what is
Yeah.
the best known requirement for for renting GPUs? Is it 4 cores, 6 cores, 8 cores? What kind of deployments are we talking about? It's so the general consensus of what I've been able to figure out is 8 cores.
But it makes you wonder too, right? Like, are we going to end up accidentally skipping a PCIe generation, right? Like, because we're going so fast. Like, for example, for gaming, right? The VRAM wasn't an issue when 3070s had 8 gigs. Now I know, they stayed 8 gigs for a long time, but games didn't start pushing it for years. Like, it wasn't an issue until it was. And basically, like, 10 and 12 are going to get skipped. We're going to basically go from like 8 to 16, right? And if you bought a GPU with like 10 gigs, 12 gigs, 14, I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. Those GPUs are going to get invalidated at the same time as the 8 gigs because the technology is just pushing so far fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, so PCIe lanes and like that kind of technology is a weakness in terms of my portfolio of what I understand in PC building. So I wonder if it's going to get so like advanced where we're going to end up skipping like 6 and 7. Cause like you said, we're going to hit 8 at CES next year, probably. And GPUs barely can use 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You're right. And that's the thing is PCIe definitions of the specs have been going well beyond what each of the current and next generation cards can do. So it's been constantly ahead. So you can be on the last generation, you can be on 4, probably still be fine, probably be slightly
3. You can be on 3 right now and be fine.
You can be fine, but you're definitely gonna be curtailed a bit by the fact that you're on 3. You will saturate on a 4090 or a 5090. Well, certainly 5090, you will definitely saturate a PCIe 3 16 lanes.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I
time.
meant like if you had an older GPU that
Oh,
like
okay,
you could
yeah,
game on 3. I was just talking gaming, and you'd be like absolutely
okay.
fine. You know? I don't know. It's just interesting for you to think about. And honestly, like, I think as we all start seeing that GPU mining as we know it is dead for 90% of people, right? Like, I think a lot of us will probably transition content to something like that. and it's going to be something that we're going to have to understand because people are going to like be like, what are you doing? And we're like, well, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Red Panda, you talked about taxes wise depreciation. Well, in the United States with the new Trump tax bill that came
depreciate
out
it all at once.
first, you could depreciate everything right away. In other words,
Is
just
that-
expense it. It was section 179 of the tax code.
Except
hold
a
on.
shed.
Is that, hold on. Can that be put into effect this tax year?
No.
No, yeah.
25, or that
No,
has to.
no. It wasn't this tax bill. This tax bill just extended it. It was
Okay.
in his original tax bill.
Okay.
So it has to do with office equipment, meaning computer equipment, and GPUs are computer equipment. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, too, though, an interesting thing I found out the hard way was like if you build a shed or like a structure, you can't depreciate it all at once. Because I tried. And I was told
No,
no,
you can't. You definitely can't. No,
No.
there's so many different things with a shed.
Yeah.
If it's on your property, it's part of your house, which means it. Because let me give you an example. The electrical box, I can depreciate a portion of that, as it relates to the size of my operation within the house. So
Yeah,
if I
sure.
use 100, 200 square feet, whatever it is, and the house is 2,000 square feet, that means 10% of that cost can be depreciated against the business.
Because
But
like
when it comes to a shed, I know that's specifically just for the business, but because it's part of the house, I'm not sure how that would work. Again,
Well,
not
so
a tax
what-
professional.
what I was able to do, I did something pretty cheeky. I had a bunch of yard improvements I wanted to do, and I timed it all around the shed, and it was security improvements. So I was able to write it all, like I was legally able to write it all off. Like, but now I'm at the point where I'm gonna convert my crypto business into like a content creation business, and like it still means that the shed's on like a 20-year write-off, like the shed, the fence, everything, and it sucks because I was able to write all the electrical work off I did right away, you know, but not the shed. So that'll be,
Structure. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah.
Well, I mean, so like if you're running a business from home, you can write off a portion of your house, like 25 up
Right.
to 25% of your
But it
house.
gets
Same
messy.
thing with
But
the
it
utility
gets a little
bills and all
messy
that stuff. So
doing
if you've
that,
got
though.
it structured as a business and you're paying business tax and all of that bullshit,
Right.
you can write off a portion of that shed. Probably not the entire thing.
No, I
Because
can write
just
off
like
a
Max
portion
was
of it.
saying, it's part of the property. It's you know, a structure on your land or whatever. But
Yeah, that's the part I don't know, because a house, you're taking up space within an existing structure. You have square feet that you can prove out, all that kind of stuff. But a shed, especially if you add it to the house, I don't know if that square feet is valued the same as the rest of the house.
well, just
So
put
what-
like the
square
Christmas
feet
shit in there. Just put the Christmas tree and the decorations, and it's actually
Yeah.
for storage. You know,
Right.
it's a part
Yeah.
of the house.
Right.
So
I hear ya.
when I did improvements to the garage, like when I bought this big BTU unit, the AC unit, and all that shit, I could write that all. I could depreciate that 100%. And Swamp 7 says, "How are you writing these things off?" Dude, we all did this shit back in like 2020, 2021, where like my shed, there was a point in time where we were a 3-income house for 2 years. It was pretty fucking sweet. Like it was me, my wife, and my shed.
Well, Swamp 7 said, how do you guys write the things off? Don't you have to be making money?
Well, that's how you
Yeah,
make money. You have
I
to
mean,
write it off.
I am making money. Now, if you said that, last year I used up, I basically had, when I first went through this, obviously I had to buy a bunch of things up front. So I had losses that first year that I couldn't take, but I could carry them forward. Last year I used up all of my carry forward losses and made money in the business last year for the first time on paper.
See,
Yeah.
This year I will definitely make money. So
see,
yeah,
2020, 2021, and
not growing
2022.
fast enough. That's why I got
No,
to buy
2020
more.
and 2021, I did really well. 2022, I made money, but I showed a loss last year. No, 2022, I showed a loss. I showed a loss both those years. So I have to make money this year. So thankfully, selling my shed off, like selling all my GPUs, will put me into green, because you can't have a loss for too many years in the US or it's bad. So
That's
like,
what they say, but the bottom line is, how many times have you heard of a business look at Uber, perfect example. Uber has lost money
that's different
every
than a
year.
dude- That's different than a dude who's trying to claim a hobby out of a business. and
Not
was able to
necessarily.
do it.
If you can prove out that you are buying assets to generate revenue, if you're not generating revenue, that's different.
Well,
You have
this
to
year it's going to be
generating revenue
hard.
and increasing revenue. If you can prove out that you're increasing revenue, that whole argument is garbage.
Yeah, but with mining, like thankfully selling this year is going to save me because that's
Right,
my
like-
revenue.
yeah.
Because I didn't mine this year because I turned everything off because my power went to shit. And like my tech YouTubing thing is making a little bit of revenue, but not really. And my PC flipping side hustle is a little bit of revenue, but like the IRS pokes around, they're like, buddy, are you sure you're not a hobby? Like I'm doing everything above board, but I'm saying the revenue is so low this year. But selling the GPUs fixed all of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the other part of it is yeah, you could have, businesses have down years. This is a down year for mining, no question.
Yeah, how many years did Amazon not turn a profit?
Well, but you said like you said the revenue, which is honestly probably a reason that I'm going to start a bunch of AI servers up, is to keep revenue coming in.
Yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like it's just like I don't even need to make money. Like as long as I don't lose money, it's just revenue.
Yeah, I mean, you got the GPUs that are being handed to you from the manufacturers. Just
No, we're not there yet. We've gotten 2 so far.
They're
We're
just
not
being
there
handed
yet.
to you. Might as well do something with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
Hey, how
Just
long
make
are
sure
you
we
under
get it on
contract
record.
with that?
The
We
dream
just
is
want to make
to
sure we
get-
get
when
it
you-
on record that you're
Listen.
going to use those GPUs to do AI.
When you see me reviewing every GPU the day they release, then you'll know that everything's good. But I'm not there yet. Not even close. Dude, it's so it is such a hard market to get into. Like it's funny because it's way easier to put out content, but like to get with the big brands, it is so fucking hard. Like
Yep.
Like, it's not like cozying up to an ASIC seller from China. You're like, you got to go to these brands like, hey, I'm YouTuber number 5,681 asking you for the same thing. The other
I mean, it's got to be getting easier considering all like the big YouTubers are getting out of the good graces of Nvidia.
No, they're not. I mean, so
Gamers
I can't-
Nexus is.
all
He
right,
definitely is.
I probably can't really say anything now without getting myself in trouble. So I's gonna keep my mouth shut. Something that I'm not very good at doing. So you can speculate, and I will just go like this.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best to bait you. I'm
Nope.
sorry. I'm trying.
You can't bait me because I'm the master baiter.
It
Excellent.
was hanging out there. Everybody was
Excellent.
thinking it, but he had to say it.
Fantastic.
Just put it out there.
Thank.
Hey man, this is on the
I'll give you
crypto
that. That was
side,
good.
and
That
even
was
if it was
good.
my channel, it'd be my crypto channel. I don't hit the same
By
search
the way,
algorithms.
somebody please clip that.
I don't know if I think I have clips enabled on this channel. I
The
don't know if you
master
Okay.
of the thing.
So it's funny. My sorry, just made me think of this. My wife's was on a master swim team, and they were the Gators.
Oh no!
Nice.
Oh no!
Very nice.
No!
When I pointed that out to some of the guys on the team, they're like, "Oh, don't you ever say that again."
No! No! Oh my god! Oh my
That was many years
god!
ago.
So, how are we all feeling about like crypto in general right now? I actually feel pretty good for the first time in like a year.
And that's
Yeah,
why the
I'd have to
danger-
agree. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, I'm not mining, so that's I guess take it as you will. Mining took up a lot of time, a lot more time than I'd be willing to spend right now, just like with everything I got going on in life and shit. If I add maintaining fucking octominers and open frame rigs, I don't have time for that shit, dude. If I'm not making enough money, the money that I'd be making mining right now is not worth my time. I think we're all on the same page for the most part there. It's so much work, so much more work than it should be.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
I mean, I like my AI rigs, and then I still like all the depend that I got. I mean, depend's been good, so.
I'm on the fence on there too.
what
Yeah,
are
I
you-
have to admit, I did because I did stake my demo. I
I did because Max did. Now I'm stuck. I bought
Yeah,
a 4090 from Best Buy like Max, and then I got stuck. You know,
Well,
I
okay,
couldn't get-
I'm sorry, man.
That's called an addiction. I know. I feel you.
No, but I mean, I have not regretted that. I have not regretted. I still have 4 more to pay off. Why am I going to pay them off? There's 0% financing. I have the cash to pay them off. I'm just gonna hang on to the cash, make 3.6% in the money market, and when they come due, I'll pay them off.
The key is 0% financing.
It was 0% financing, and I have not. I missed one, and I missed it by a day, and I called.
They fixed that.
And they basically said, no problem. You just make the payment today and we'll refund it back. And they did.
Dude, every time I miss,
I'm scary though.
Every time I miss a payment, my wife's like, you missed that payment. I'm like, I don't care. They'll fix it. She goes, you can't expect them to fix it for you every time. I'm like, yes, I can. That's how it works. Our country hates poor people and they like people that aren't poor. And if you're paying off your credit card every month, they will go, yes, sir, you missed that. It takes me like when I miss a payment, because it happens, right? It takes me 10 minutes to fix it.
You're right.
10 minutes because I never miss a payment. They love me. You know how many I put everything on my credit card and I pay it off every fucking month. Everything.
I'll tell you what, my power bill had me a little freaked out because I went into the ComEd website I pulled it up and it said my bill was past due. And I'm like, I'm on freaking auto pay. How is it past due? I'm like, that's all right, fine. I'll just pay it. And if it pays twice, whatever. So I tried to pay it and it says you don't have anything due. I'm like, okay, which is it? Am I past it?
Yeah.
Or is there something to, yeah.
I didn't pay a power bill
looking back up today.
I didn't pay a power bill from December 2024 or no, from January 2025 till last month. They didn't bill me, right? I kept checking. I kept checking, okay? And they're like, you're in good standing. You're in good standing. You're in good standing, right? And every week, the power company would send me a message with how much power I used. And I'm like, I haven't paid a bill in like 6 months. And then they finally emailed me. They're like, yo, bro, we haven't billed you for 6 months.
Yo, bro.
like they had a guy with like they had a guy with like a baseball bat on the GIF, and they're like, it's time to pay up, buddy.
That's
no,
funny.
It's the same bullshit. It says I'm $341 past due, and then when I go to pay, it says there's no amount due on your account. Return to my account. It doesn't even give me the option to even just give them money just in case.
So mine goes every 6 months, and then it sets a new set price every 6 months.
Really?
So depending on how much I use in that 6 months.
Oh, you're like on the payment plan thing or the yeah. I almost signed up for that when we first moved here, and I was like, no, that's just gonna fuck myself. Future me is gonna hate me. I'm not gonna do that.
Joker, are you in Texas?
Iowa.
Oh, so in Texas, right, Max? You would love this. In Texas, you can negotiate your power based on how much. Like, you can go shop it, and you can pre-buy. Like, you can prepay. You can get a contract. You can go spot prices. Like, it's like stock market out in Texas, Max.
I mean, you can do that in Illinois too. It's just right now there's nothing better.
No. But what I'm telling you is like Texas is like its own grid, and Texas is like its own thing. And like the market, like if you go, like if you're bored, go look up how you buy power in Texas. A lot of people get fucked, but the people that do it right, they make so much money on their power.
Yeah. Nope. We have one choice in Iowa. And that's it.
It was like that in Georgia too, but it was reasonable. Like I had 8-cent power in Georgia.
The only crypto miners I know that are still GPU mining live in Georgia, Iowa, or North Dakota. I'm not even making that shit up.
Not me. Not at 19 cents.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one for all of Iowa, or is it split?
No, so like Depreciation out where he's at, he has Mid-American, who has all of the windmills throughout our lovely state. And so they have better rates.
Yeah,
where I'm at on the eastern side,
right,
we have Alliant. And everybody over here gets Alliant, and that's all you get. Can't work with them. You can't do anything.
So
Well,
Techman,
do you have neighbors nearby? Like you're in like a subdivision, right?
I'm in a small town, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you got a really long extension cord. you can make it work.
Yeah, make it work.
Saying.
When I first moved into this house, I used my neighbor's internet for a year before they finally changed their router to have a password.
So two things real quick. Techman TV says you can pay if you pay your credit card off monthly, they hate you because they don't make money. I used to think that too, but they actually still love you because they make their money on the credit card fees. And when you buy everything on the credit card fees, they get way more fees off you than most people. So they actually make money off of you, which is why they let you fix your balance. Because when you threaten to go somewhere else, they lose your fees. So, and then Swamp 7 says you can shop, you can do that. What I was talking about, Texas. Also, National Power Grid sets the price. Your local utility is just a pass through. Depends on the state, and Max will tell you every state has a different law, what they let you do or what they don't let you do.
Yeah, like Georgia, I had no choice. There was it was EMC, and that was it. That was your option.
In PA, I can shop my supply or my delivery. One of them I can shop. The other one
you can shop the supply, not the delivery.
It's like that here too.
Yeah, so I can shop the supply, I can't shop the delivery, and the delivery now has gotten really high. It's 7.7. Well, mine is 7.7 cents. Goats is 4.7 cents. Learn that distinction. If you have,
get out of Chicago.
If you have electric, you don't have any gas in your house. You are 100% electric in your house. You can save 3 cents per kilowatt hour on your electric.
We have no gas.
You have no gas at all?
No, everything's electric.
He's right. If you're not connected, if you're not tapped in, and you don't get your natural gas through them either, it's cheaper, which makes no sense.
Well, no, because they're thinking, okay, well, that means you're going to use more power. It's no different than a business who's using, hundreds of kilowatt hours of thousands of kilowatt hours a month. They're gonna get a lower rate as well.
Boy, were they fucking wrong. You should see my power bill spikes, dude. In the height of mining, I was using more power. They came out and they were talking to me. They were laughing. They said that your house uses more power than like 50 houses around you combined, basically.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that thing. I was even just what I do now. Like I'm not mining, and I'm using twice the power of my neighbors. Like they sent me a letter that said how much I use. I'm like,
we had this company called Inspire, which was really big on natural renewable energy, and they would tell you how much coal you saved. I gotta find the bill, but there's a clip of me saying it. I saved like 2,000 tons of coal from being used in the course of my contract, or some stupidly high number because of how much power I used. Because like at the height of it, I had like 150 3070s mining in my shed.
All I know is I'm waiting for my community solar to go live, and I'm just hoping day by day that it finally goes, because it's going to save me. Well, it'll save me 20% on anything that it generates. It'll save me 20% right off the top.
Did you get fiber yet, Max?
What was that?
Did you get fiber yet from MetroNet?
No. You mean from T-Mobile Fiber now? You heard about that, right?
From what?
Yeah, T-Mobile Fiber bought out through a joint venture.
Bought out
MetroNet.
Yeah, you said that in a video. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It might actually be in the area soon then.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Take years to get up here, dude.
I'm surprised. I actually had inquired through Comcast. So there's a couple different things with Comcast that I'm learning kind of their terminology. There's like mid-split, which is what I have, and then there's something called X-split that's going to be like 2 gig up, 2 gig down. It'll still be coax, so it'll still be shared, so you won't get the latency improvements that you will with fiber, but you'll get the upload and download that you need.
So they're putting additional hubs at the hub, or they're bringing more data to the hub. So you're still sharing, but you're not sharing as much as
right. But everybody will need.
And then they're throttling your downloads.
Yeah, it's DOCSIS 4.0 is what it is.
Yeah.
What are you at right now?
I'm at 2 gig down, 350 up, 350 meg up.
And how much are you paying for that?
What? You're 2 gig down.
Oh, well, you got phones on that plan.
350 up, yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow. Non-symmetrical.
That's so.
No, there's plenty of people that have like 1 gig down. If you're on the older system, it's 1 gig down, 40 up.
Yeah, but I'm
on 1 and 300.
Down,
yeah, 1.2 and 300.
Like
yeah.
I'm
yeah, I mean, it's if you do the speed test on it, yeah, I'm on 300 as well. but it goes to 350 regularly.
Yeah.
It's usually
that's wild to me because I'm 1 gig down, 1 gig up, and I've had it for 10 years.
But is
Mine's
it
500 up and
coax
down.
or is that fiber?
No, it's fiber.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
We just don't have it in the area.
You don't have BIOS?
No.
No.
I don't have any fiber in the area.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah,
the
it does
big,
suck.
when I
Dude,
when
I
I
had
learned,
bonded DSL till 2019.
dude, when I learned the difference between fiber and cable, my head fucking exploded.
28.
Because I had
28.
funny enough, I got all 56K. I got all 56K in probably like 1999 because I'm out of Philly. So we had Comcast. Like Comcast was a tiny Philly.
That's
only
exactly
thing
what I
back
did
then.
as well.
And so what I did was I asked my grandma to spoil me when I was a kid. I said, don't buy me anything for Christmas. I said, pay for cable for a year out. So we had 3 people because cable was like $60 a month. Bro, cable was $60 a month back then, and everybody was paying for $5 AOL, right?
Yeah,
so what I did was I wouldn't let my parents use it because they didn't pay for it. I'm like, fuck you guys. It went right into my computer, and the rest of my family had dial-up. I was gaming on whatever cable was back then, but there were like 4 people because you could see all the people who had it. There were like 4 people in like a 20-mile radius who had it.
It was 1.5 megabits down, and I think it was like 100, maybe 200 up, 200K up.
I
remember because I had it too in '99. And the reason why I got it was because I was gaming doing StarCraft online.
I was crushing. Listen, when my buddies were beating me in Counter-Strike, I would call their house and kick them off. I was so fucking petty. I would call them and I would get all their parents to pick up and then I would turn it off. And then I get a text. Or it wasn't text. I get a call on my line going, "You motherfucker!" And I'd be like, "I can't hear you over my cable, you fucking peasant." Oh, dude,
That's hilarious,
dude. But it was just funny because I had anyway. What I'm getting at is I had cable for like 25 for like I don't know, like 20 years almost. Or no, it was 18. It was 16 years because 2016 was when I went to FiOS. And you know how cable is. It gets slow as fuck, right? Like my parents
it's not
have
that
it
bad up here. I feel like I mean in my area, it's at least in this town, in this neighborhood, there's not a lot of kids. It's an older neighborhood, so half these people definitely don't use the internet the way that I do. So it doesn't impact me as bad.
I can tell you that I went from cable and I switched to DSL because of how close I was to the hub. Remember, DSL, it was all about how far away you were from the hub as to the maximum speed you can get. So I was able to get 6 meg down.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like fast back then.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so I rode that until I couldn't ride it anymore because AT&T didn't want to support it anymore. And in our town, they decided that they were bringing in fiber. So part of our town does have AT&T fiber. The problem is that when they came into town, the town set, because they had an agreement with Comcast, that they could only take so much market share. And so when they hit their quota, they stopped. They had half installed our neighborhood. Like they had all the hubs, all the boxes and everything.
Yeah.
And then they just sat empty. It was sucked. We were the next place to get it, and they just stopped. And I called them like, "What is going on?" They're like, "We met our quota." I couldn't believe they were actually telling me that, actually, but like, yeah, we met our quota. We're not installing anymore in that town. Like,
So,
what?
so it's
That's
funny. I
fucked.
actually cursed your name a few weeks ago. I was at my parents for around like the 4th of July. Like my parents have a beach house and it's Comcast only, right? So we have gig up, we have a gig up, gig down. When that island is packed full of people, bro, I'm at like 256 to 300 up. And then when I'm on the Wi-Fi, right, it's like, I don't even want to, I think it was like 100 up that weekend. Like there were so many fucking people on it.
Yeah, but 100 up is still fine
No,
for
it's
gaming.
still fine, but
Yeah.
when you're gaming, like I have my parents' house is pretty wired up because I have a lot of people, like we have a lot of shit out there, and it was like I was lagging a little bit, and I'm like, motherfucker, like it only happens like through 3 weekends a year, but it just makes me remember why I hate cable. Like, I don't know. And plus Verizon, dude, they haven't raised my rate in 8 years. I pay $85 and I have my own. I don't have any of their equipment, so they can't charge me tax. So it's like a flat $85.
Nice.
Yeah, so mine's 105. I pay 105. It was like stupid cheap. It was $75, and they raised it.
You got
They
phones
raised
on
originally
your-
like 140, and then I got them to negotiate down to 105.
You got cell on yours too, right?
No,
Cellular?
I do not. I do not.
Oh, I thought you had some plans.
I
on
did
that too.
originally, and then when they took away the discount, I was like, well, then screw you. So now they're trying something a little bit trickier where they're like, we'll give you a free line. Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
Cool. Except they'll give you a free line on a 2-year contract, but the free line only lasts 1
It's
year.
only for the first year.
Yeah. Like, no, screw you.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting me.
Yeah.
So Max,
keep trying.
what's
Get
your
the other
upload?
suckers.
'Cause I just speed tested myself, and I'm the first computer in from the router, which is the first from the line in, and I'm at 700, literally 702 down, 709 up right now.
I just test mine from the router usually.
Well, I'm just trying to be realistic about what I'm actually getting.
Yeah.
So you guys are they really throttle your upload that much?
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
about what it's capable of. It's not like the bandwidth is all there. There's more bandwidth coming down than there is going up with the way the technology is. And like I said, it used to be much worse. Like I said, now we have mid split, and that is why we have 350 up. And that was like amazing to get to 300 up. When we first got to 200 up, I was like, this is amazing. I don't have to worry about Flux being pissed off at me because I'm running 8 Cumulus nodes when I shouldn't be, and all that kind of stuff. I got no worries about that now.
Damn.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, mine's
actually, I did not
500 up,
intend this to be a
500
transition.
down.
What was that? Yours is 500 up, 500 down?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
and I'm only pay $60 a month.
Nice.
Very
Hell yeah,
nice.
that's worth
Most
it.
people don't need, dude, the amount of people I try to talk out of getting gig internet service, you need like 55 up or maybe 100 up, 100 down. And what, like 20 down? Maybe like 100 up, 20 down is what most people need?
No, 100.
Well, and
they
I have
need more
75
download, they need
devices.
upload.
No, sorry. You need
I have-
100 down and like 20 up?
Yeah. That's usually enough for pretty much anything anybody's going to do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's enough for
you know,
streaming at 8 and high def. So maybe not 4K, maybe certainly
no,
not 8K, but
Isn't it only take 24? Like, it can 100 up, can 100 down stream like 4K devices simultaneously?
something like that. Yeah.
Like my uncle watches TV. He's like, I need a gig up, right? Or I need a gig up, gig down, right? I'm like, for what? Like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing with the gig
If
up?
they're normies and they're not doing shit like we do.
Right.
I was like,
Probably
buddy,
not
you
that
need
bad.
5 up. He's like, but that number sounds small. And I'm like, yeah, like your brain right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
High Root Forums has 100 down, 25 up with Spectrum for $30 a month.
That's not bad.
That is not bad.
No, that's a really good price. I'm paying 90 for a gig down and 350 up,
So-
300 up.
Max, you'll like this. I have 2 FiOS lines running into my house. And to do that, one of them has to be business. You can't have 2 personal accounts, right?
Right.
So I have 100 down and 80 up, and I pay like $150 a month. And then for a gig up, gig down personal, I pay 85.
Wow.
Oh, because you have like the 108, the 100 and the 80 basically going into the shed separate.
No, yeah, basically. And I
Okay.
was gonna get rid of it, but now it's gonna be my kids' internet when they're old enough, and I'm gonna lock that shit down. Like Trump would be proud of me with how much I locked that shit down. Like, it's gonna be. I would never surf that internet. That's my kids' problem. So like, you know, I'm giving that internet to my kids. They get that fucked up shit. So, but yeah, it's just funny how much more expensive business is than personal.
Well, it comes with an SLA
Yeah.
too, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Meaning, you know, you get financially backed if you have so much downtime per month. That's the whole point of having the business class.
Actually, it was a race during COVID. I got it installed, and then like the week after, it was like an 8-month waiting time because everybody was trying to work from home and shit.
Yeah.
Like, so it was like I got it right away. But I don't think I'll ever go back to having one internet, because having all your crypto, your salad rigs, all that shit on a different like a different internet is really awesome.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about.
I mean, if you have it, if it VLANs, everything is separate.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't like. What I'm trying to say is none of my personal information is on any of that shit.
Your .0 is a DMZ. Like the entire LAN is a DMZ.
Yeah. Like
You're
no
like,
device.
open all the fucking ports. I don't even care.
Nah, so I have all of my stuff, or most of my stuff set up where it can go in and out. It can't talk to one another.
Yeah,
No, but-
inter-VLAN
but-
communication is disabled. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm
That's
what I'm
kind of the
trying to say is you can't hack through a line that doesn't exist.
Well, and then you get to you start running out of IP addresses. You're like, shit. I have too many things.
Well, I don't know that many things.
So I have
I'm getting
I
there.
have 3 48 port switches that I'm only using like 4 or 5 now, but it's just funny how many ports this 100 up 100 down
Wait a minute.
service has, and
You
like
have
the other one has
three
like
48 port switches.
For
Dude,
mining.
I so when I had the BC 250s up and all the other rigs and all the
That's-
like
yo,
the
those are
shitty
12 apiece.
mini ASICs and all the shitty mini ASICs, I had at one point I had like 60 to 70 ports being used. Like if you went into my FiOS router, like my FiOS router for my business internet, it was like scrolling through all the devices.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. But those, you know, we're down to like 4 now. So
Yeah, I mean, I only have one 48 port switch. I do have a 24 port switch that I got from somebody who sent it to me, and I still have never used it.
well, so there's a 48 in the garage, and then because I got it, I have a recycler, so I got these things for like $10, right?
Oh, wow.
And then it goes into the shed, which has a 48 and a 24, because the BC 250s used a whole 24.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
this has
12
been
o'clock.
quite a while, but Big Wooly came to town. If we all remember who Big Wooly is, and he was doing. There was a particular company that had bought out another company, so they wanted everything to be Cisco. So they were tearing out all the Ubiquity.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he's like, "What do I do with these?" He's like, "Well, take them with you." He's like, "I can't take them on a plane." He's like, "Oh, wait a minute. I'm meeting some guys tonight." He's like, "Yeah, just take them with you. If you don't want them, call me. I'll pick them back up." But yeah, anyway. So yeah, he's like, "So either you," it was me and oh shoot, I can't think of who the other guy was. But anyway, and it was our wives. Anyway, but yeah, he's like, "Anybody want a 48 port switch?" I'm like, my eyes got bugged out. I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What kind?" He's like, "Ubiquity." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And then I get out there. I mean, it's like the upper end, so it's PoE. So it's their enterprise. That,
Yeah, that's what mine
number
are.
of years
All PoE.
old, but it was really good. And then he's like, "Oh, by the way, I also have an AP. Do you want that too?" I'm like, "Yeah." So now that AP is right there, giving internet to the entire house. It covers the
Nice.
entire house very well.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you watched the tour that I had, I've got the switch in the rack, and that's about half used. But I am thinking about, like, I've got a couple of 10 gig ports, like well, I have at least one 10 gig port in the Octo server, and so I'm kind of thinking about using that to give it a little bit extra juice as far as extra upload and download.
Do you guys ever think it'll be possible to take those Octominer, like the X8s and the X12s, and convert them into AI just by gutting them?
So the person to
Taking-
talk to about that is Mind10. He's put a lot of time and effort and thought into it, and I have not poked his brain enough about it to know whether or not it's worth it. Everybody's like, "Well, it's really expensive." I'm like, it's really expensive to go out and buy a new case.
Yeah.
So if you can figure out a way to retrofit this, that would be nice.
I mean-
I don't know. I haven't really gone in. I have two sitting right behind me on the floor.
You figure with like the breakout boards, right? Like you could even so, like for example, right, for the BC 250s, Geek, you remember how they were set up, right? And you couldn't swap out the power supplies. Well, you know what I figured out? If you just think about this, right? If you had taken out the motherboard, the control board that would connect them together to the fans,
Yeah.
right, and the power supplies, if you took all of that out, right, you could put 3 or 4 power supplies, slide them in the bottom with breakout boards, and just connect them to the bottom of the boards, and just set up a fan controller for the fans. And you could have gotten yourself 4 1200, or you could have quadrupled the power in them. So there's got to be a way, Max.
Well, I think it's less about the power, and I think it's so the those 250s they
used
they
too
were
much
their
power.
own.
You couldn't push them with the
Right,
power
right.
they had in them.
But they were their own compute. So what you were getting in the case was just power, right? So
Yeah.
an octo server or an octo miner, you've got those aren't they're X16 slots, but they're not X16.
No, they're
bandwidth.
X1s. They're ones.
Right. So I mean, how are you're gonna have to rewire that whole board?
Well, yeah. So you would gut it, right? You keep the fans, you keep the case, you put, and Max, interrupt me, or anybody interrupt me when I'm wrong. You put a motherboard in, and then that can hold enough X16 lanes, and then you just run risers, and you just screw them into the thing, right?
Well, you can buy an empty server case, like a 4U server case for $100.
Yeah, but we already
I got
have
3
the
of them here if you
Octominer.
want one. I mean, shit.
No, but we already all have fucking 50 million octominers, is what I'm saying.
No, I know, but the point is that you can buy something that's more appropriate. Like, I think you already sent me a picture of it, because I am thinking about that. Because
they're literally sitting here.
if I was gonna buy like 5060 Ti's, like the 16 gig models, I believe have already dropped. I know that they've already dropped below $450.
Mhm.
So I've kind of thought about buying a cheap server case and then buying up like 8 5060 Ti's and doing an 8 5060 Ti rig. And then that one I would only have to do on like an H12 SSL, because it's all 8 lanes anyway.
Yeah.
So are you telling me it would be cheaper to buy a whole new server case than to convert like an octominer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you factor the time involved in doing that, plus the octominers, I mean, I guess it depends on your setup, but like I can put an octominer sideways in my server rack, but I have to have a shelf under it. Whereas
and what good is that? Because the air doesn't go out that way.
it doesn't really, it's gonna screw up all of the So it would be easier and cheaper to just buy a new server case, because you're gonna have to buy a new motherboard anyway. So instead of trying to retrofit something that fits this way, you can buy something that's made to fit this way.
Well, but the thing is, they're big enough for 12 GPUs, and you're probably only running like 6 4090s together, right?
Right now I'm doing 6 4090s, but what I'm gonna do, I got to figure out how to do it though, is that I am going to make it an 8, and I'm gonna put two GPUs that stack like on top of the CPU. Even if you were to do 8 on those 5 fan octominers, there's got to be enough room to make that work.
You'd have to do a lot.
You'd be surprised. They're not that big. They're really, really not that big.
They're 3U, right? The octo miners. They're 3U.
The 5 fan. I'm not talking the shitty PCSP ones.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So you'd have to completely reconfigure it from that way to this way.
The other thing, have you looked? I don't think a 4090 fits in them.
They do.
Too long.
They do. So I know that. The only reason I know that is because the 4080s are the same size as the 4090s, and I fucked with putting a few 4080s in them.
Okay.
That's the only reason I know, is because the 48. Because I had a rig. I had an octominer that had all my 40. I had 2 that had 40 series in it, and I had like every 40 series in it, and not the 90, but Max, those.
The 80 housings are the same. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, they're the same housings. So like, you could definitely fit 6, no problem. And I'm like 8. I don't know, but again, I guess it depends on what kind of equipment you buy, and I just a waste. It just seems like it's a waste. We have all these fucking octominers that.
It's a waste, but yeah, I mean, because then in order to retrofit that, you'd have to buy like all the seam pane risers. You'd have to buy a motherboard.
You're buying
I'm
You
telling,
find-
and it's not made to fit that. It was made to fit a specific motherboard. So you'd have
Yeah.
to basically re-rivet the bottom of it to fit the new
Yeah, it
motherboard
takes-
in there. Then what power supply you're going to use, because that was made for server power supplies. Now you're going to put one in there that
No,
is
you
going to
put a
have an
server
ATX
power supply in.
in it.
No, you put a server power supply in. You plug a breakout board into it.
You could, but an H12 SSL is not going to work with that.
No.
Well, it will until it doesn't anymore.
Well, the point is that I can tell you from experience and from experience and talking to people that know, make sure on an H12 SSL you have a very good power supply on it, because it will restart on its own if you don't.
Are you talking about? So like Inwin has they've got like 30, or they've got like, how big were those things? They're 240 only. They were big enough where they could run like 3 or 4 4090s per power supply on their own.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying they were
Except
like
when
pretty
there's
high grade.
transients.
What?
Except when there's transients.
What do you mean?
So when they spike in power,
No, it's
temporarily?
designed. No, these things were designed to get them within the 80% rule.
but go back and look at an old Gamers Nexus video when he tested like what these things, they would go double their TDP, like just under double their TDP.
I mean, they would burn if they went double their TDP. They'd
No,
burn.
just temporarily they're not. Burning is all about heat. And if you temporarily go up and come right back down, the problem is a power supply can't account for that.
Wait, are you talking about all the bullshit that people had when they first got their 3080s and 3090s and they had that initial spike that would crash a computer?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
the same thing. It's a transient.
Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
So I can tell you the way that I have my 8 4090s, and it is overkill to a certain extent, but that thing doesn't shut off. It just runs.
What do you have, like
700,
2 per power supply?
750, a 750 watt Seasonic Prime power supply just powering the motherboard. And then I have 4 1500, 1600 watts, 1500 or 16 or whatever it is.
16.
Seasonic Prime power
Yeah.
supplies powering 2 4090s each.
Well, with the transient spike, how much power? What is it?
They could get up to about that 1600.
Okay.
Well, no, sorry, not. Yeah, because with 2 of them, yeah.
I don't think that's overkill at all. That sounds. So is it like an open air style rig right now?
That one's an open area.
I mean, if you're not like open air, probably makes more sense for this AI stuff, doesn't it?
No, I wouldn't say that, but you do need to have some space. Like the Octo server, I got some ones that get a little toasty. And
Like,
I got
why-
to turn
you could
down
just-
the power on them.
You could just turn the room into a server case. The same shit. Because like, here's the thing. You're never
have.
gonna have enough 4090s where you're gonna kill the room. Like my shed could have probably did like 14080s worth. Or
Dude, when
4090s.
it's 95 degrees outside, and that means it's 95 degrees in the basement.
As long as the
it's
air's
not
moving.
like- No, I know, but it stays at 95. Like today, it was 94, 95 degrees outside, and it got 95 in the basement because I am moving the air straight through the basement. So it doesn't get hotter than the outside, but it gets to be the temperature of the outside.
Yeah, but how hot were the GPUs in like the 70s?
In the Octo server, I had some that were hitting 84.
Well, no, the open air ones. What were they in like the
Uh-oh.
70s?
Oh, those were
And
fine.
he's gone.
He's gone.
Man, the Be Quiet fan lasted for a while. No, I got a fan, Geek. I got a fan going right to it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I
So
do.
yeah, I mean,
I
so
keep
the open
I
air
keep
ones.
telling you. I sent you that
In
link,
fact,
man.
let me look at it real quick because I didn't check the open air temps too much today. They were fine.
Max, I
You know,
don't
like, the
think
open
I don't
airs
think
ones are
Drew
right now at
watches your video.
75. It's 75 right now. Now the six one, it was running 4 at the time, and it was running the first 4, and the first 2 are the ones that heat up because of the way that they're in there. The back plate is right against the side of the case, so the fans are blowing into the back plate or into the side of the case. So there isn't great airflow on that. And then you have this GPU right next to it blowing directly into it as well. So that first one's always going to be hot. And the second one is the next one. That's because it's got all the heat going from the ones next to it as well. So
Max, he's got a point. Swamp 7 said, liquid. You should water block those things, honestly.
but hey, then Swamp 7, who am I going to go for all the the heat sinks that I need to get when I bought a Founders Edition heatsink from him because he water blocked his, and I needed it because the the vapor chamber leaked on it.
Oh,
It was overheating, and I'm like, what is going on with this thing?
Oh,
and then I
that's annoying.
finally watched a Northwest Repair video where
Yeah.
a vapor chamber was leaking, and I saw what he was looking at, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I asked my wife, I'm like, you pointed this out. Doesn't this look exactly the same? She's like, yeah. So we figured out there was a leak in the vapor chamber. So Swamp 7 had an extra one. I bought the heat sink from him and just changed it out, and it's been fine ever since.
no, but what I'm saying is like that might not be the worst idea. Is just a water block. I mean, it'll cost you more money, but it might.
Well, the key with water blocking them is what you save on is that you can put them direct into the board. So like if you're doing an H12 SSL, which is what he did, he put 4 in there, and you can put them in the one slot. They're only one slot at that point, and like I said, and you put them directly in, so you don't have to buy $100 on the one end and like $100 on the other end. So you save $200 for the adapters.
Can you do anything? I don't know how your house works, but can you do anything fun where you can use the water to heat something? Like, can you?
No.
You can't like build a heater or something?
No,
Build a
I mean,
hot tub out
I will
back.
say, I will say that, you know, when obviously during the winter, I mean, we open all that up, and so it does come upstairs, and it also we open up the furnace room, and we make sure that the intake that's in the basement is also on the hot side of the basement as well. So right now we make sure that intake is on the cool side of the basement.
Because I mean, couldn't you theoretically have it set up where you water block it into like you know, like one of those heaters, like one of those radiator heaters? You just put a bunch of copper pipe, like a big heat sink.
It's funny you mentioned that because there's a crypto right now that had
I was
approached
just
me.
thinking, like,
Yeah, that's was it Therm? What is it?
Thermal AI or
Thermal AI.
Thermal AI.
Yeah, they're
something
actually
like that.
doing something like that. They're doing exactly that.
I don't know.
Now the way that they're structured, I guess in Europe, it's all like you know, like radiant heat, not forced air.
Yeah,
So
they're using it
that's
in,
how they're
like-
setting it up, is that they're basically becoming the radiant heater in the room.
Yeah, but like the way
using-
you could do that, right? What you could do is you could theoretically have like one in the summer where you put it outside and it just shoots the air out, and then in the winter you put one up. You just like move the pipes to like upstairs, and you have a radiator upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, basically you're talking
it's-
directly like what big ASIC mining farms are doing with hydro.
Yeah,
It's the same
So I'm just
same
saying,
concept.
like if you're serious about just like if you're gonna keep the 4090s long term and you don't give a shit, like if your plan is just to mine with them into oblivion, then just water block them, and you probably
No,
save yourself money.
it's not. I give them about 8-9 more months, and they'll be switched out for something upper higher up. Because I will either make money on them or not lose much money on them, where it'll be better off at that point for me to upgrade. It's just the fact that 5090s aren't enough in demand yet, where it just doesn't make sense to do that.
Yeah,
When Mining King was on Panda Stream, he talked about it, and he's like, I would buy 4090s now. They're the best card to buy. If you can get them for less than $2,000, that is the card to buy. And he's right, because they are the easiest to rent right now.
Everything's gonna change.
I know it's going to change.
Of course it
but
will.
hasn't
Everything
changed
always
yet.
does. Yeah.
But it hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, but it's gonna. But here's the thing, and people don't understand this, right? GPUs are so like it's so predictable, where like the cycle, like it's all so predictable, and the rumors are so far out, and everything's always basically right. That like you can actually time this shit. They say you can't, and I believe it's bullshit. Like you can time it and double your farm for basically free. So I don't know. I'm definitely on the max selling. I'm on the max should sell his 4090s in the next 2 months train.
Ain't going to happen in the next 2 months. I can tell you that.
He ain't getting rid of them.
No,
maybe
I will
not
eventually.
anytime
It's just
soon,
not going to be in
yeah.
the next 2 months. It will be. I would bet money it'll definitely be after the 5070 Ti releases.
Wait and see what they talk about at CES, and then wait for prices
Max,
to
I
change.
wanna-
The question is do I wait to do the next big, like, I want to buy that case, I want to roll things on it, but do I wait until the 5070 Ti's come out with their 24 gig of RAM and basically build out, you know, I mean, if I were to do that with 5090s, it would cost me about $12,000 more doing 5090s than it would 5070 Ti's.
So
And I just don't think that you're going to get that out of the 5090s compared to the 5070 Ti's.
So I want to do like a video or a stream or something with you where we make predictions on how it's gonna go, and then I want to see who's right. No, like I'm not even talking shit or anything. I legitimately
No. And we're all shooting
right.
from the hip. Yeah, we're all shooting from the hip. None of us know for sure. But
No,
yeah,
I
there's
do,
nothing
is what I'm
wrong with
telling
having
you.
predictions. Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
mine aren't predictions. They're gonna be facts. Like I'm gonna be right. So you're saying that?
You say so.
I still have a bet with
That's
you
funny.
Puts that not getting political or anything. He was getting political. I made a bet with him
Does
that the Fed chair would last his entire the rest of his tenure.
Yeah, look,
And
no,
he will not be fired.
no politics
Or
here.
quit.
I'm just telling you that you'll see. You look. All I'm gonna say, right, is that you should revisit this in 2 months, because in 2 months puts us what, October, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
Yep.
In 2 months, we will know if the refresh is coming at CES or before the Christmas.
Right.
We will know in 2 months, 100%.
But exactly what you just said. But based on the information I have today, I cannot tell you when I'm going to sell them. I can just tell you that I will eventually sell them. It's just a matter of when. That's the bottom line. And so as more information comes out, I will obviously change when that date is going to be.
That's fair.
Give it time. See it happens eventually. Well, guys,
Yeah,
we've been
are
going for
you- Max,
over
you
2 hours.
Hey, we haven't
2 hours
we haven't
and 15
finished
minutes.
we haven't even finished the one subject we said we were going to cover.
Well, we got 10 minutes, buddy.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Flux, man. Anybody see what happened to Flux today?
Yeah, you mentioned that. I jumped in their Discord and looked around a little bit. Didn't really see much. What's the news on that?
Node, it's in the Flux node channel. So what
okay.
happened was, does anybody remember like how many Cumulus nodes there were? And wow, there was a precipitous drop in the number of Cumulus nodes. Anybody remember the name Goldie?
No.
He was one of the guys. All 200 of his Cumulus nodes were taken down because basically they instituted a much stricter benchmark. So if anybody was out there evidently over allocating their VMs and stuff. So say you had 8 processors and you basically had like 5 Cumulus nodes on it, and you needed 2 cores for each of those, but you only had 8, so you're over allocating. Evidently they have new testing techniques where they can tell if you're doing that, and those nodes evidently got taken down. So yeah, there were a bunch of people crying foul in there, and yeah, it's kind of a shitstorm.
How much are they making these days, though? They can't be making that much.
They're like making like $4 to $5 a month, something like that. Let me take a look. That's a Cumulus node.
Yeah.
What is it? Come on, waiting for it to load. $4.82. And the Nimbus node is making like $30.
Yeah.
And it was less than that just a little bit ago because all the Cumulus nodes got shut down.
Were they all able to come back up? It was just like a reboot, or
no? That's my point. Is a bunch of them have not come back. There's only 50, almost 5,500 Cumulus nodes. That was over like 8,000 just a little bit ago.
So what does that mean for the network? Like, does that really matter?
No, they're not. They've got plenty of capacity, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, there's not enough running on it. That's gonna be
node utilization is 51% right now.
Oh,
and you got to remember that's 51%, but Stratus is a much greater capacity than Nimbus, and Nimbus is much greater capacity than Cumulus. So your vast majority of all of your capacity is coming from Nimbus and Stratus. So losing 3,000, 2,000 Cumulus nodes is like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it matters that much. Not like
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like,
But it matters for people that were running them.
Oh yeah.
I was curious. Anybody have a node running with Terra, and did theirs stay up?
I think all they're offering
if you look
is
at the
the
Discord
Titan nodes, right? They're not doing any of the other hosting. They're only doing Titan nodes with Flux, right?
No.
Oh,
The Titans are
no.
gone.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep.
they
And
have
a
the
lot
other
of
nodes
people
running,
are
right?
canceling their subscriptions.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I would imagine that they would be, just because it's not making a lot,
Yeah.
and especially with where Flux has gone to, because it's a losing proposition. I said you're making $4.82, and I think they lowered it to like $5. So, from that perspective, what's the point? But like I said, I was just curious if anybody had stuff running with them, if they got affected by it. It seemed to be the big companies that were actually running stuff for other people that had the problems. That's why I was really shocked.
Fully Electric and Retro Mike are here.
What up, guys?
Living the dream. Hey, actually,
Welcome to the stream.
before we go, Max, are you gonna go to CES this year? I know Geek said he was going to.
I don't know. Not sure.
Because the registration goes up in like a week or two. Like, it's wild, but people are already the planning for it. It's already started. It's fucking August. It's kind of crazy.
Well, fully electric. Maybe I was overestimating. Maybe, but he said it was over 6,000, not over 7 or 8.
Still a lot.
Yes, that's still 10%.
That
At least 10%,
and then had to
lost.
at least boot. So
Yeah.
where were they in the round robin line of getting the rewards?
Oh yeah, my predicted profitability definitely went up a bit on them. The APR on them is now like 27%.
Yeah, but I mean, less people on the network, more rewards to go around.
Exactly.
How it goes.
Somebody asked in chat about what was going on with Cubic or whatever that one's called. With,
Yeah.
We still, I mean, the 51% attack.
Did that?
Yeah, I heard
Did that
Panda's like
end?
helping out with that.
Yeah, Panda's the biggest provider there. I mean, he attacked East first, so it's in his blood.
Yep.
I mean, we should call Red Panda the 51% attacker.
I think we should. Definitely think we should.
That's his alt account, 51% mining.
Yeah, right.
Right. I think he might have left.
Yeah,
no,
so
he's still here. I can tag him.
Oh, good.
He's probably just listening in the background.
Like, damn those guys.
Ooh, thunder's going. Yeah, we'll give it like 5 more minutes, guys. 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll get out of here. We'll be going almost 2.5 hours.
He said, "Love it," and yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, he's gonna get the last thing because I'll get the last say because he's gonna stream tomorrow, and if he talks shit about what we said, I'll have tomorrow night stream.
No, he just admitted he did it.
No, I know, but he'll probably talk shit about us for calling him out.
That's all right.
I call
He's
him
got
out every
soul, but
single
no
night.
soul.
He
That's
comes
it.
into the live chat in Misfit and doesn't talk.
And then doesn't
never
talk,
talk.
but
I know,
like he'll
I know.
type. Little fucker.
Bro, you try gaming with him. He doesn't fucking talk when he games.
Piece of crap.
It's so annoying. I got killed. I played Battlefield with him last night. I get killed behind him like 6 times. Doesn't say a word.
So Fully Electric said the only thing you don't like about Cubic is it takes 2 ways to get paid. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? I don't know anything about it.
So one of their devs had an interview recently. I watched that video. I don't remember who it was with. I'll have to look. But it was an interesting video if you can find it. I'll have to find who it was with. But I watched it. It was pretty good.
So what does it mean? Like, how does it? How are
I
the 2
still
ways
don't
to get
understand.
paid?
Like he says what it is in the
okay.
video, but I don't understand it. Like I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I mean, I have
Gotcha.
my
I didn't know if it
3070s.
was like a weird mining mechanism that you have to have a different way up than normally would be mining to get paid out in it or something.
Red Panda. F you guys. Let me live my life quietly.
You do this to yourself, man.
Don't
Don't
come
you
into
put
chat
this
if you're
fucking
not going to
voodoo on
chat.
me, Ricky Bobby.
He drives me
do
nuts.
that.
He comes in there and he's muted and he doesn't talk.
Don't come into a chat. And, yeah, dude, fucking awful.
And then he
You gotta
sends
at
me
least say
50
hi
messages
and
on.
then
Yeah,
go
well, then he
back on
sends me
shit
direct
on mute.
messages in Discord. I don't want to talk to you here. Talk to me in person.
Yo, you know what's bullshit when he DMs you and it specifically says Red Panda won't DM you first, and the motherfucker DMs you first.
That's right.
The
That's right.
motherfucker reaches out.
Yeah, like I have screenshots of Panda DMing me first that I will share.
By the way, Panda, I got the reference. I think
That's
a bunch
funny.
of us got the reference that it was Starship Troopers.
Doing
my
part.
part.
I ain't doing fucking shit. That's me. Oh, that meme is, some of those memes are just timeless. Has anybody actually gone back and watched Starship Troopers recently?
No.
Not recently, no.
No. My goodness.
I can't remember the last time I watched a movie. I really can't.
Really?
Yeah,
It's been
me either.
So long.
I wanna go watch
take it back. I watched Oppenheimer. That was the last movie I watched. No, I take that back. I did watch Independence Day this last July 4th because
You have to every July 4th.
It is every American's responsibility to watch that movie.
I have two movie traditions, and they are the most basic white bitch movie traditions ever. Okay, the first one is Independence Day every 4th of July. Now I've added Top Gun Maverick to that, so I watch both of those every 4th
I
of
still
July.
haven't seen that actually.
It's the greatest movie. I will
I
die
heard
on
it's
this
good.
hill.
Yeah.
I've seen it probably 100 times. So good. Anyway, the next one, and this one's even worse. Guess what movie I watch on Christmas?
Shoot, Chevy Chase movie.
Come on.
Or
come
Christmas
on. What's
Story.
the most basic bitch white movie or basic bitch movie you could watch on Christmas?
I Jingle All the Way. Nobody.
Die
That's a
Hard.
great one. Die
Oh,
Hard.
geez.
Come on.
That's the best. Love it.
That's not a Christmas movie. Are we gonna start that debate?
Yo, so my wife got me the best Christmas gift ever. She got me a Christmas ornament of a Lego Bruce Willis crawling in the vent, and underneath it says, "This is not a Christmas movie."
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
Miracle
god.
on
All right, so what
34th.
everybody
That's
doing
what I was
after
thinking
this?
of Eric Grant Strider. I was wondering if maybe that's what he was talking about.
Who's playing? Who is playing Battlefield 6 after this?
Nope.
Nope. I'm heading into
Nope.
GTA. Still playing GTA.
Oh, that's even worse.
My God.
I'm making money. I mean, right now I have over $700 of gamer.
So honestly,
Oh wow.
I would love to have seen DJ Mines role play in GTA. He'd be door dashing. That motherfucker would be door dashing in GTA.
Hey, if you can get paid doing it, he might.
Hey, he is. We all getting paid.
You get paid?
Yeah,
Wait, why do you get paid?
because they came out with a thing. You remember how they used to do it for Neoxa? Now they're doing it with Caspa, and it's called Gamer Token, and you get paid for playing the game.
So how much have you made? All right, let's talk about this for a minute.
I'm at $600 right now.
How long have you played?
I think we've been playing for 2 months.
I'm trying to do the hourly wage to figure out if I need to quit my job and play GTA.
Get it done.
So I could technically become a hooker in GTA and get paid for it. Is
Yeah.
that
Right.
prostitution?
It's all
Yeah.
based on how long you play in there. You get
Yeah,
more
but if
gamer than everybody else.
you're a hooker, if you play as a stripper in GTA and you're getting paid real money, is that sex work?
Of course it is.
It's computerized.
Max, like, why am I here?
Look at Max.
I'm just shaking my head because I'm like, dude, man, what was Leisure Suit Larry?
Yeah. Jesus.
I can still remember that was like the game if you had a computer in college.
What? Max, how much older are you than us? I'm old.
You are not old, dude. How old do you think I am?
God, I want to say you're like 45, 46.
Joker Miner knows. He knows that that's like not even close.
How
Yeah,
how
he's-
far off am
He's
I?
in his late 60s.
Holy shit!
He's right around that 70 mark.
He's
Not
rounding
that
up
much,
on
no.
it. He's waiting.
I'm 57.
I was gonna say 57.
God damn, Max, what are we doing for your 60th?
I am not thinking that far in the future, and I do not even want to celebrate that
Dude,
one.
you
That's
were
when
like-
I officially will feel old.
Buddy, you could claim Social Security now, probably.
Dude, no, you can. The earliest you can claim Social Security is 62.
55, 62, dude, that's all the same shit. 57, 62.
No, 59 and a half, you can start taking money out of your 401k and your IRAs penalty free. That you can do at 59 and a half.
He's
God,
getting
I
there.
can't even troll you, Max. You give me factual information when I'm clearly trying to bait you.
Yep. Hey, dude, man, when you have as many years as I do, nothing, you just don't give a shit anymore. Literally, you do not give a shit if somebody's trying to give you a hard time. You just
Buddy,
don't.
I'm almost 40 and I don't give a shit anymore.
So you can understand with another 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey, once you hit
Years.
40, Fruit, it's not great.
Huh?
Once you hit 40, it's not great.
I constantly talk to my supervisors and my leads because there will be people on the floor that will try to trigger them. And I'm like, dude, do you not see? They're just trying to trigger you. They're trying to get you in trouble. Don't let them. Let it go. Let it go. Let it roll off, and they will not come back. It's what you get taught about as a kid. That if you get teased and you react, which I was that kid, I was the kid that reacted, so everybody loved to tease me. You get teased more. It's the same thing.
Listen, I got trolled and I saw it and I got into it. So I was going. My wife needed a CD-ROM drive for something for work, and I had one. So I was going upstairs, gonna plug it into my computer, whatever. And come down from the attic. My nanny, she's 22. She goes, "What's that?" And I look. I go, "What do you mean? What this?" She goes, "Yeah, what's this?" And I looked at her and my head did it bent unnaturally because my brain was about to explode. I go, "This," and she goes, "Yeah, this. What is this? The CD-ROM drive?" She goes, "Yeah, what's a CD?" And then I was like, "Oh God!"
Nice.
So
That's
you
you weren't raised right.
Yeah.
My kids know what a diskette is. They
No.
know you have to learn. My daughter loves Rush.
you're gonna love this one. My son is 5 and my daughter's 4, right? And we take them to karate, which is by my parents' house, like in the same shopping center. And it growing up, it had a Blockbuster in it, and now it's like a paint store. So I park next to the paint store, but I call it Blockbuster, right? And someone was making a joke like, "Your kids don't even know what Blockbuster is," and my son goes, "Yeah, I do. We park next to Blockbuster all the time." It was so perfect, right? It was.
Wait a minute. What kind of paint store is it?
It's a Sherwin-Williams because every
Yeah,
Blockbuster.
they all turned into all the Blockbusters. One near our house, same
They
thing.
got a deal.
Yes,
Yes.
no,
Yep.
there's like 4 of them in the area that are all Sherwin-Williams, and I had it in my head that like Sherwin-Williams bought them all. Max, thank you for validating my existence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
like I
much.
said, the one in our town, same thing. Same thing. It's a
That's
Sherwin
funny.
Williams.
Yeah, so but it was hilarious because the guy was trying to make a point. My kid like butted himself in the conversation and goes, "We park next to Blockbuster." And he doesn't know what it is, doesn't know what it looks like.
But you
As
just
far-
called it that for so long. He
So,
knows
like if
it's
you
that
pointed
too.
out a Sherwin-Williams logo, he'd go, "That's Blockbuster."
You've ruined him.
Yeah.
That's gonna be his trauma response in the future.
Yeah, we definitely taught our kids like what we grew up with, so they know. They know.
Oh, he's got when he turns 8 or 9, I'm building a custom Game Boy with a new screen, and I'm gonna have his name on it and everything, like just a free shell. And we're gonna play the original. We're gonna play Red and Blue together.
Cool.
And
That'd
then
be fun.
for him to truly have beaten it, for him to move on to the next one, he's gonna have to beat me. I'm gonna be his Gary.
That's funny.
Yeah, right.
Damn, I wish I missed that. I'm trying to remember what Aragorn Strider was referring to when he said that's why Sunflower Mama has to do everything for me. I wish I knew what that was referring to. I know it was a joke, but dang it, I missed the joke.
Hyroot says that here, or no, Broski says his Blockbuster became a Jamba Juice. That's pretty sweet. Jamba
Oh.
Juice is good.
No pun intended. Yeah.
Jamba Juice and Chuck
Sweet.
E. Cheese. Or no, he
Chuck
said
E.
Chinese.
Cheese.
Never mind. Yo, did you hear Chuck E. Cheese is making an adult arcade, by the way?
I did hear that.
That's kind of so cringe-worthy.
So wrong.
Hey, look, there's a lot of people
But
who
here's the thing.
have always wanted to go to one of those.
Here's the thing, though. Why build something for families that are obviously have shit tons of expenses? Why not build something for adults that have grown children, probably making their own money, and who want to reminisce about what it was like when they were a kid with arcades? That's what they're doing. They're feeding into that of people that have money.
Well, a lot of that
Market
shit's
to the
coming
50
back.
to 65-year-olds. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for the group of people that took their kids to Chuck E. Cheese in the first place.
But listen, if you really want to make a lot of money, you have a taco place and an arcade in the same building.
That's Dave and Buster's. I mean,
By the
No,
way,
but Dave & Buster's food sucks. And
Dave and Buster's went out of business.
oh, did they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just did.
They went out of
I didn't
business.
know that.
Oh, so Aragorn was just trying to troll me that I was old. By the way, Sunflower Mama is 1 year older than me. Just saying.
Wait, did Dave & Buster's go? They didn't go out of business.
All the ones around my house did.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
there's
all
a few where
bankrupt.
I live, and they're doing pretty good.
Oh, okay.
They have the Star Wars Battle Pod. Do you remember that thing?
No.
It's like a gyro that has like X-wing, like an updated version of X-wing in it. And I wanted to buy one for my base for my house, but they're like 10 grand. And I was like, yeah, that ain't happening.
No, I'd get a racing sim before I'd get anything like that. But guys, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I'm dying over here. I got to go to the bathroom so freaking bad. I've been just sitting here like this.
Oh
for the
man,
last
we'll
2
keep
hours.
talking. Just go to the bathroom.
Dude, you're getting old, man. You gotta go check that prostate, son.
Dude, I've gone through 4 bottles of water in 2 hours. That's,
That a boy. Drinking
Yeah.
the good stuff.
it's that time. It's that time.
All right.
Guys, everybody, thanks you all for joining. Crewman, Joker, Max, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It was good fun. Good conversations. And yep, I will see you guys all later.
Bye.